Hello, hello. I'm adjusting as always. Hi guys. Hello everybody. I know you guys are going to be showing up very shortly so we can get our little crafty on, take a peek at the kits and the whole Fresh Start collection, which I am doing. I feel like this is probably the first time I think I can remember doing a whole live show about products. Don't usually do that. Hello, Paula. Hi, Angela. Hi, Damaris. Hi, Lynn. I'm so happy to see your little faces. Hi, Nettie. Hi, Shelly. All the ladies. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Debbie. Hello, friends. Hi, Rhonda. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Christina. Got my eyes glued on the the chat. Hi, Amy. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Terry. Hello. Hi, Julianne. I think you always say hi from Wisconsin. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Kesia. Hello, Miss Karen. Hi, LaGenia. Hi, Jill. Hello. Hi, Ray. Are you guys waiting for me to get that magic mirror? I see Diana and Veronica. I see Terry. I am so glad you love the new collection. That's music to my little ears. I always want to say music to my eyeballs since I actually like see it versus hear it. Hi, Christina. Hi, Martha. Hi, Megan. Hi, Miss Jen. Hi, Michelle. Good evening. I know, right, Damaris? We need to give her some demerits. She always shows up like in the first minute of the show. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Karen. Hi, Heidi. Romper, stomper, bumper, boo. Tell me. Hi, Miss Martha. So, hi, Betsy. Hello, Norma. Welcome. I feel like I spend the first couple of minutes just going, hello. Debbie wants to know, can we have another sing-along? Wasn't that so fun? I wasn't sure exactly what to expect or how, like, just on a personal level, I just wasn't sure, like, is this going to be fun, or am I just going to be sitting there just typing, and making sure everybody else is having fun? But I found myself, like, I was singing, I was clapping, and so was Mark up in the front of the RV. So both of us are singing the songs. It was really funny. So I was just so moved by singing all those songs. I mean, how many of us totally remember singing those songs as kids? You sing them in school, you sing them at camp, you sing them with your family. There's just so many memories of singing. So if you guys did not get to do the sing-along live, there is absolutely no reason why you can't go back and watch the replay. Like, it doesn't matter if we're all there or not, because it really wasn't about us talking. It was more about enjoying the singing. And Tracy and her mom, sister, and daughter, they knocked it out of the park. They just harmonized so well together, and it was really funny when they didn't know the words. I felt like I didn't know the words either. It was like everybody stopped singing at the same time because we're like, oh wait, I don't actually know the words to those songs. So they sang from the song sheet, which you can still get in your week. I'm like totally losing track of what week I'm in. So the week 5, I believe, Media Lounge, you can go in there and get the lyric sheet and print it off and sing along with them. And again, it's not like a live show like these tend to be where we're like kind of talking to each other. That one was more like you were more engaged with what Tracy was doing, and then kind of like, yay, Tracy, oh, that was so fun, or I remember this song, but it really wasn't the way that we kind of chat here. So I feel like there is no reason why people can't watch the replay and get just as much out of it. Hi, Miss Beverly. Hi, Lori. I'm so glad to see your little faces. I wasn't sure how many people would show up. This is sort of like a widespread like outreach to all of the Reset Girl communities. Hear ye. Today we are talking about the collection because I know everyone's very involved in camp, and I have 2 different other communities going on too. Although less busy than I think our campers are, which is to be expected because in any group, I don't care how big your group is, you really only have a fraction of people that are really engaged in doing stuff. So usually that's why I see the same little faces, I see the same little names when I do my lives, wherever, you know, I do them, because you guys are just like the engaged Reset community members. And that's totally fine. A lot of us are in lots of other groups, right? And you guys don't always participate equally in all the other groups. So that's just, it is the name of the game. You can't be everywhere. You can't do everything. So I feel like that's why there's kind of a consistency when you see people show up to the lives. It's just because you guys are very invested in the Reset community. We're a tribe. We're a little family here. And what's on my shirt today? That's the important question. Hi, Lee. Thanks for joining me from Australia. I hope that you saw the little post. Well, I don't know. Maybe you're not in the Camp Reset group, but I'm going to be doing a international friendly. It won't be a late night crafty club. It'll be more like a afternoon crafty club. But I'm going to be doing a live crafty club for Australia and the UK and Canada, if they are in these wackadoo time zones. All my international girls, I found what I feel is like a sweet spot. So I am going to do a live show at 4 a.m. I'm going to do it, and that would mean that the UK, it would be it'll be 10 a.m. where you are, and in Australia it'll be 5, 6, or 7 p.m. the following day. So I felt like that was a really good kind of balance for everybody. So my Aussie girls will be like more in the evening time, but it'll still be on Sunday. And then in the UK, it's Saturday morning still. So that worked out. So all I got to do is get myself up or not go to bed, one of the two. So, so anyway, I have my Atari shirt on today. This is celebrating the first, game system that ever was. I love all this cool, fun vintage stuff I've been finding lately. I feel like I have been in a wave of nostalgia for like the last couple months. It's really funny how that works. So I have so much to tell you guys. Okay, so I have campers on the show right now in the little chat room. Hi, Angela. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Everything is backwards. That's true. Sometimes it's forwards, but I don't know what makes it backwards versus forwards. Mr. Crafty? Oh, you know what? I just realized something.
Yes,
I'm looking. Okay, are you going to keep it that way? Because I'm looking in, because I just realized I'm actually looking at all the comments on the phone versus on the iPad. It's because the camera's not flipped around.
Yes, it's
okay.
Because I know that.
Okay. Are we
it's
leaving
just
it
the way
that
we
way?
did it this time.
Okay, so
but when you do the top down, it won't be backwards.
Okay, so here's the thing. You guys are going to see me backwards for the amount of time I'm doing this face forward camera thing. When we go down to look at the printables and all the fun stuff and we do some crafting, Mr. Crafty will flip it around. So just for this part of the video, I will appear backwards, but I'm really not. I'm really not backwards. Oh, hi, Miss Katie. I'm so sorry you're in the hospital with your mother. That's a terrible situation to be in. I'm glad that you're able to join us and take your mind off of it. Tell her we say hi. And Larissa tells Mr. Crafty, we appreciate everything you do. So, thank you, Veronica. You said you like me frontwards and backwards. Woo woo. So, I know my bed's backwards and my pillow is backwards. It's weird. So feel better about this. I see it backwards too. Like my shirt's backwards to me when I'm looking at the screen. So we're all in backwards world right now. So, but isn't that funny about how the camera does that? So hi Natasha, my Australian girl. I was just talking about how we're having an Australian Crafty Club live October 14th. In the UK, it will be October 13th. Marianne, yes, we are all, most of us are introverts, although we love our extrovert friends. If we didn't have extrovert friends, we'd probably never leave our house or, you know, get out much. I think that it's really awesome. I actually have more extrovert friends these days than I have introvert friends, which is kind of nice because then it actually does kind of force me to have to participate in life, like answer the phone. All the introverts are like, yes, I totally feel that. So there's a lot going on. There really is. So I did a lot of things behind the scenes today while you guys are probably all off at work and being adults and all that, doing all that good stuff. So I gave the Happy Place Club a total makeover today. Did you guys get a chance to see the Happy Place Club? I know you have a lot of you have been busy at camp and doing other things. So the Happy Place Club officially is now the Crafty Club, the Reset Girls Crafty Club, which is really a good partner to the late night Crafty Club. So like during the day, we're all just like talking about crafting and creating. And then at night, we have this like after hours late night Crafty Club live show, which is funny because it's not really late night anywhere it airs. Maybe, let's see, the only place it's really late night is in the UK. Everywhere else, it's like the morning or it's kind of like the evening. And wherever I am, it's usually the sun's out. So it doesn't really feel like an after hours adult party show. It feels like I'm just kind of hanging out with you after dinner kind of show. But it'll be fall soon. So it will feel like nighttime. And it's a really great opportunity if you've never gotten to do the Late Night Crafty Club. Great opportunity for us to like do what we're doing right now, but in our jammies, crafting, having a sip, and really just like enjoying each other. Hi, Karen. Hello, hello. So I'm so glad if you guys have not got a chance to see the makeover, you now have well, I don't know if it's on your phone yet. I see it on my laptop, but I am not seeing it on my phone. But the Happy Place Club is now the Reset Girls Crafty Club because we are having a bigger focus now on creativity and making and crafting. And we rolled out all these delicious kits for you guys to help you craft and make creativity part of your self-care plan. See? So it's kind of like focusing on something. We're going to have prompts that you can follow. We're going to be doing, I'm going to show you guys all the fun stuff that's going to be included in the kits. And that reminds me, paging Mr. Crafty, paging Mr. Crafty. So, oh, that kind of reminded me of Bewitched. What was it when she would do calling Dr. Bombay, calling Dr. Bombay. So yay. So what I have really been seeing a lot of with the Camp Reset is the bingo thing. Could you print that out for me?
Yeah, that didn't get printed.
Thank you.
That was the last minute job.
It was. So thank you so much. So so the other thing I updated in the Facebook group for the Crafty Club is that the entire explanation of the group, the pinned post, which you guys will find under the announcements, it's also called a file. It's on the phone. It's so not pretty. It's just it's so plain. There's no photo. But when you go on your like laptop and on your iPad, like a tablet, you can see the beautiful photo and everything. It's so crummy what they do with the photo. The phone. It just doesn't look the same. So I went step by step explaining what the new focus of the Crafty Club is. Because what I was seeing before we all went off to camp, what I was kind of seeing in the Happy Place Club was I felt like it had sort of lost focus. It had lost direction. And I felt like everyone was just kind of posting a lot of randomness and stuff from other groups and other products. And I'm like, hey, I have a store. So I wanted to kind of bring that focus back because we put so much time into like really coming up with these free challenges, but like challenges and activities that we can do as a group together. And Miss Kelly Bangs, who's on the on our live right now, which I'm so happy about. I almost texted you, Kelly, to get on here. But Miss Kelly, it was instrumental. She was the brain behind the entire Fresh Start collection. This is all of her beautiful idea. we hired a professional illustrator to come up with some of the really cute little hand illustrations, and she incorporated all of that into her beautiful work. And so the entire Fresh Start collection is from Miss Billy Bangs, Kelly Bangs Creative. And so so I'm really glad you're here. Whoop whoop whoop. So yes, a round of golf claps for Miss Bangs. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You did a fantastic job. I'm really excited to show you guys everything. And I think that for the community, you know, the Reset Girl community, that the kind of the Crafty Club now, I feel like there's a better presence. It's going to have 2 different challenges in it. So this month we're going to be doing the bingo challenge, and it's going to be free this month. But normally that bingo card, and I will show it to you in the kit, but normally for everyone who buys the Crafty Club kit, it comes with a little bingo sheet in it that will help you be inspired to actually craft with your kit. Because that's how I think. Like, I will get stuff and then go, well, I don't know what to do with it. It's so pretty, it's so cute, and I'll tuck it away and hoard it, and I won't use it. One of the wonderful things about digital design, which I personally love about it, and I have lots of digital designs like in my computer that I've purchased over the years. In fact, the very first things I ever bought in the scrapbook community was digital. I used to go on 2 peas in a bucket, and I remember when Allie Edwards first came on the scene, and you could buy her little fonts for $1.99. That was like the first stuff I ever purchased. No, I didn't do anything with it, but I've always had a love for digital. First of all, you never run out of anything. And you can kind of like practice with it and actually do different things with it. You can kind of, if you start getting a little bit more techie, Miss Mamie, who's concerned that she wouldn't be able to print everything off, I'm calling you out, girl. You can, Mamie, I promise you, you are going to fall in love. Digital is so fantastic. All of my Australia girls, my UK girls, you guys are going to just instant gratification. You don't have to have things shipped to you and pay all those custom fees. All of us at the same time can hit a button, and we all have it in our hand if you have a printer, of course. So it is a wonderful, wonderful tool to have as part of your like craft stash. And the best part is it doesn't take up any space. You know, once you print things off, I'm going to show you how. I'm going to let a little sneak peek here, Miss Kelly, if you're on the line. I have these adorable little file folders I made with the cute little labels that come with the kits. So I'm going to show you my little filing system that I have, but this is how I do digital. And before it becomes part of my paper punch buffet, it lives here. It'll live in a file folder, and it is heavenly to just kind of like file through. What am I going to use today? Yes, I have lots of stickers, totally still do. And I'm not saying that physical product isn't awesome, because it is, but there is definitely a benefit to this type of crafting. And I think that what doing a show like this can do, and kind of incorporating a digital product into our Crafty Club, is going to make it feel a little less scary, and you guys will see the huge benefits. It is more cost effective over time, and you can get so much use out of it. I mean, you're going to have this stuff for years, right? It doesn't run out. Like once a kit, like a little pack of embellishments, once you use it, it's gone forever. But you can continue using your artwork. And so the Crafty Club is our Happy Place Club, is now the Crafty Club for those who joined us a little bit later. And we are going to be doing the bingo challenge this month. You can get it as a free download individually. You can just have it for free if you go to the store right now. And it's part of the Fresh Start collection. And it's also under challenges. And then starting on October 1st, we're going to bring back Lister's Got a List. So that will be another free challenge. That will be the free challenge for the Crafty Club. And then the bingo challenge will live in the kit. So if you purchase the kit, and everyone who purchases that kit can do the bingo. I wanted people who purchase the kit to have kind of like a bonus, something to help them use the kit. So that is the purpose of including it in it, is I wanted you guys to have inspiration to start. And for those of us who've been loving the bingo challenge, it's in the former Happy Place Club and in Camp Reset. it is a super motivating way to do crafting and all of that. I personally love the bingo challenge because it gives me some place to start, and all I have is this little chart to look at and go, well, which one am I going to work on? Which one am I going to cross off? And for someone who has been really totally unmotivated to craft and create for like the last 2 years probably, it has been awesome to see how motivating a silly little bingo sheet can make you. So if you are purchasing the Crafty Club kit in the future, it will come with your kit. But this month it is free for everybody to do in the club, and that's what we'll do as a group. And the Faithful Girls, you guys have your Faithful Challenge, your Faithful Life Challenge is up, and it's in the shop as well. And this month, you guys, we have a Faithful Life kit. Woo-hoo-hoo. So we have a fun little kit for the Faithful Girls, which I'm really excited about. And then we have a paper punch buffet kit. How awesome is this? I love, love, love. I love the thought of putting that particular like line of products into a kit, and we redesign them so you're getting more shapes and just like a compact amount of sheets, and that way you can just print them off as you need, right? Because it's digital. So Mr. Crafty is posting different links in the group right now. For those of you who are concerned about ink and all that stuff, there's options now for making things very print friendly and cost effective, and some of you are on this program that he was posting the link to. So I want you to embrace digital. I want you to see the benefits. Now that I'm in the RV and space is very limited, I see the benefits more than ever before. It's kind of like print as you need, you know, and it's not gathering if you don't want it to be. So we got a lot of stuff to do, ladies. So what I was planning on doing was running you through all of this, you know, all of the kits and all of the individual products, and then I was going to actually sit here and craft with you guys just like we would do in a late night crafty club. I was probably going to finish cutting and punching some of my products out. I actually started coming up with an idea about these are the journal cards from the kit, the collection. These are the journal cards, and when I was going through them, I was thinking to myself, like, I want to come up with some little like listing prompts just to use my journal cards, because this collection totally reminds me of school. It reminds me of, like, I'm having so many memories of being a kid and how the magic of going back to school was. It is like a fresh start. Every year you're like, what's my teacher going to be like? Where am I going to sit? You know, who are my friends going to be? The new clothes that you get, the new classes that you learn from. It's like there's so many fun things about back to school, and it's fun to remember. And a lot of that is kind of packed into this kit. So I was thinking for my, I have a little craft project planned for this. So I'm thinking I might, I talked before in my last camp meeting, I think, that I said I wanted to go ahead and like schedule like an afternoon crafting session. I need to come up with a different name. I don't want to call it the Late Night Crafty Club, but that is kind of what it is we'll be doing. But I don't want it to be exactly the same. I want it to be afternoon friendly during the week. So it has to be kind of early enough. It has to be early enough for East Coasters, and enough West Coasters could attend it without it interrupting, like you're not still at work, you know. So it's so hard to find that little sweet spot because everybody has stuff to do, and I get that. But to get as many people live, it's kind of like remembering where to fit that in. And Terry is asking, do you all remember getting the big back to school issue of 17 magazine? I do. That was like the thickest issue you got all year. I got my first subscription to that magazine when I was 13 years old, and it was like the best magazine. I think I had kept my subscription until I was like 22 because I loved it. I loved the fashion, and I loved all the ideas and the tips. There was so many like tips about boys and dating and all that fun stuff. I haven't looked at it in years. I can only imagine how different it would be now than it was then. But I used to cut those girls out of the magazine and put them all over my wall. My favorite ads were the Esprit ads because they were so cool and like international looking and like high fashion. So Esprit was like my favorite brand at that time. So I have to come up with some cool name. I just saw someone type in Crafternoon. So you guys know how I am about names. Everything has to have a cute name. can't do it without a cute name. It's part of my brand. So Crafternoon is super cute. Sassy magazine, Marcy says, was her favorite. I loved Sassy too, although I felt like I didn't get it. I don't know. I felt like I read it a lot in the beginning of high school, but towards like the end I didn't read it as much as anymore. But 17 was such a constant for me. Benetton, yes, that brand was really cool. I loved them too. Deborah's asking about the Crafty Club being on YouTube. Okay, so if you are in Camp Reset, and I can't remember if you are or not, Deborah, I'm so sorry. If you're in Camp Reset, all of the live videos I do are all in the media lounge. If you are not in Camp Reset right now, I have not been putting anything up on YouTube at all because everything has been part of Camp Reset content, so I haven't been making it available on YouTube. But that is what we plan to do. Like once we get out of the camp mode and we get back to doing late night Crafty Club again, it will go back, a version of it will go back up onto YouTube. It just won't be live on YouTube. We have found that Facebook is the ideal platform for our live videos. It's just a better experience. When you go on YouTube, you have all these random people that just jump on your live video and just type in weird random things. So what we are planning on doing, and I just got really fuzzy. Why am I fuzzy? Come back to me. There I go. Now I'm not fuzzy anymore. So so when we get back to being on doing the regular late night Crafty Club, a replay will get put up onto YouTube. Did I answer that question?
Sometimes the screen goes fuzzy and you have to get it to focus on something else.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I reached out my hand to it and then it was like, okay.
Unfortunately, I'm a minute behind you.
You are. Did you see that? Like I totally like scared my phone into like straightening up its act right there. That's right. Okay. Oh, and Cody, you were saying about you loved getting magazines when your family could afford it. I got that My Magazine subscription as a gift, but I remember my dad being like adamant that I was never allowed to have the kind of magazines where, what they like Tiger Beat, and I can't remember all the names of those magazines, but there was Tiger Beat and there was another one that's really popular, and it was always about like the, Rob Lowe and all those, C. Thomas Howell, all those guys that were really popular when I was in school. But I was not allowed to have any of those magazines. He's like, they were a waste of money. You're not having them. And I still love magazines to this day. In fact, I have a big pile right here at my feet that I still have to go through. Thank you, Debbie. It was 16 and Tiger Beat. What a weird name, Tiger Beat. Bop, that was another one. So the only way I could get my hands on those is if one of my friends let me have an old copy or something. So, and I used to be so resentful of this, but now I look back and look at it now and go, that was a good call, Dad. So, okay, I kind of lost focus for a second. I was talking about how we're gonna be more focused on our creativity and crafting, and everything's gonna be great. September is gonna be kind of a difficult month for us because we're doing a lot of travel. And we're going to go up to Washington State. We're going to see our kids. We're going to get stuff out of our storage. I have a lot of like products in there that I need to get out so that I can like sell them off, get them into workshop kits. And then we're going to head out to Texas. Then I have to fly back to Washington for a wedding, go back to Texas again for an event, then go down further into Texas for the cruise, and then I have a little bit of window of downtime before I have another event in November. So it's like boom, 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 one after another. So I have to find creative ways for us to have some crafty time. I don't want to make any commitments when I know we're going to be traveling, because you guys know how that has worked in the past. Sometimes our connection's terrible. Things don't go well for us when we're like on the road. So I don't want to promise anything while I know that that's happening. So the alternative is to create a crafternoon session where we can just sort of hang out in an earlier time of the day, which is like, as an example, would be like right now, maybe between 4 and 5 on a weekday, which, looking at the number on my live, like current, it's 164. I think that's a decent amount of people that can show up, can make that. I know there might be more interest right now because you guys are into the collection, which is awesome. But that's good. If as far as time goes, because right now it is 8:30 on the East Coast, so you guys are like sort of into your downtime, kind of getting cozy, kind of quieting down. Where over here on the West Coast, we're like, what's for dinner? Seriously, what is for dinner? So anyway, I think I have covered everything. If you joined us late, the Happy Place Club got a big old makeover today. It is now officially the Reset Girls Crafty Club, and you're going to you will see all the there's new guidelines, there's a new rule I had to add in there, and I hope you guys understand that I really, really want you guys to be posting, when you do crafting projects, to post my products. Show me what you're doing with my stuff, because I would love to see it, girls. I get really excited when I see some of the things you guys come up with. It's really cool. I want to find a cool way of kind of showcasing some of those pictures so that other community members can kind of easily access them and kind of go, oh cool, look at all the ideas of things you can do with this kit or with this product. And we have all kinds of products, so there's like a very big range, and we try to keep budget in mind. So we also offer an 80% off coupon. Mr. Crafty is going to actually make that a monthly thing, and you can use it on anything in the store that's not on sale. And so, hi Franklin, and I will tell you right now that what I have my eye on for you guys, if you're interested, is the Paper Punch Buffet Kit. You could use your 80% off coupon on this kit because it's not sale price. Mr. Crafty left it at regular. So if somebody wants to, make us dinner, send it over. I asked my mom earlier. I don't usually ask her, but I was like, so Mom, do you feel like being a mom this evening and taking care of us? We have to do the show. Will you feed us? But she sadly had other plans. So the 80% off coupon only works on non-sale items, and they're depending on what you purchased, anything that was like a kit, this is the only kit that's not on sale. The rest of the kits are all on sale, including the entire collection. If you push that button for the entire collection, it's on sale. You can see what the value is if you bought those things individually, and then what Mr. Crafty offered. The discount code this month is Fresh Start, with a capital F and a capital S. So you go ahead and put that in on one of your things, and it will take it off. And Larissa, thank you so much. Send it on over, girl. Yes, Jen, the Paper Punch Buffet Kit is part of the whole. If you hit the button that says, I want the entire kit, I want it all, it is part of it. So it is in that group. And somebody's trying to call me. Awkward. So hi, Miss Julie. Glad to see your little face. So I think we're all good. We've discussed all the important things. The Happy Place Club is now the Crafty Club. There is new information. If you read the description where it says the rules, the guidebook, it will explain what we're doing now in that group. So I would love for you guys to take it out. And Michelle, everything's available right now. You could totally purchase anything you want. It went live last night at midnight. So it's up And I'm going to show everybody every little piece of what's available, so you guys can check it out. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I think, let me see here. Well, Marianne, I really appreciate you splurging and getting yourself the bundle. That's awesome. We very much appreciate that. And you're supporting the Reset Girl community, because we are tucking away some of our money from the profits from our sales so that we can fund a glorious Camp Reset and winter camp. So that is awesome. So thank you. And and thank you, Miss Betsy. I appreciate that. And Michelle, I hope your credit card does not burn. That does not burn to the ground. So awesome, Norma. Thank you so much for supporting us and cutting up your thing, because that's what I'm going to be doing, girl. So one of the things, and yes, B, the souvenir kits for the Camp Reset, they have not gone on sale. They will be on sale Wednesday, the 29th, this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They will be available. How you find them is clicking the link on your dashboard that says Shop Camp Store. Boom. On Wednesday, they will be sitting there, and you can just go ahead and grab one. They're only available to U.S. campers. Unfortunately, Mr. Crafty and I are not in the position to ship international. There's a lot of extra steps with international, including oftentimes what happens when it doesn't arrive, when doesn't seem to be getting there. It's extremely expensive to handle the whole thing, and it pains me to leave out my international girls. I'm so sorry, but that is unfortunately what we had to decide, because we had so few kits to work with in the first place. So they are going on sale Wednesday the 29th at 6 p.m. PST. Okay, so are you guys ready to see the collection? Miss Kelly Bangs, are you still on with me right now? Miss Kelly Bangs, paging Kelly Bangs, please come forward. Okay. Are we? Yes, winter camp. Yes, so winter camp is going to be in the works. As soon as this camp is over, and in between my my next event, which is the cruise, I will be getting my winter camp planning on. So, all right, we're ready to bring on the collection. Whoop whoop whoop. She's here. Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, so there's Mr. Crafty's big old hand. And then that iPad always clicks off. It always quits on me. It's a little quitter.
I try and set it up to where it doesn't do that. But
I read it because I can't see anything.
I understand. So they're seeing the roof because I did that wrong.
So you guys are seeing the roof of the RV.
And is that right side up, or is that upside down?
That's the right side. And
but
it is.
No, I
and
think it's upside down.
But it's now it's upside down.
Yeah.
It's look.
Sorry, I wish I had a more graceful.
Was,
I know, I'll fix it. I wish I had a more graceful way of doing that for y'all.
It's super classy to see your little furry arms and your big hands, honey.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, let me fix this for you.
Okay, so you guys are all seeing it now. Mr. Crafty's flipping it around for me. The roof. Okay.
The roof is gratefully not on fire.
Okay.
And we
yes, thank you for someone noticing my kitty pin. It is so cute. I love this little kitty pin. It's so fun. I have been like really into these like totally juvenile pins lately. In fact, let me show you guys something really funny. See, now I feel like we are... Okay, see, Mr. Crafty's furry little hands are... Okay. Everyone's like, yes! Okay, so my Professor Chicky now has a girlfriend. So I got these, I got a girlfriend for him. So now I have both of these pens. I told you, I've been in this nostalgic place. I'm feeling like I'm 12 years old again. And these are exactly the kind of pens I would have loved when I was a little kid. I'm just crazy for them.
Terry.
And there's
Demerits for Terry.
uh-oh, Miss Grunacre is giving somebody demerits. I'll warn you right now, one of you guys is getting demerits. I'm not sure who. And then let me see here. And then I have my little bear. So anyhow, this is my little gang. I actually was using these at church too on Sunday. So I know I'm going to get asked, where did I get my Chicky pen? And this Chicky pen came from Bella's Bits and Buys. Bella's Bits and Buys. And I want to say it was a website. Bella's Bits and Buys. Like, I would Google that and see what happens. Because I think I came across it. You know how ads pop up for you? And I can't remember now how this one did. It may have been like on Facebook, and they were like showing I think they were showing a pen or something that caught my attention. So then I fell down the rabbit hole, and the next thing I knew, my Professor Chicky has a girlfriend. So these are my favorite. But they have those like little needle tip, these are the little needle tip pens, and they are just so delicious to write with. I have others too that are not as, to me these are not as cute, but they're the same type of pen. So, man, Japanese pens. When I get to go to Japan next year, I'm seriously going to have my suitcase. I'm taking an empty suitcase just for all the pens. Angela, good point. I hope Bella knows what's about to hit. It's going to be a big old tsunami of planner girls saying, where are the Chicky pens? I know, it is a mystery how those ads end up on our Facebook page. It's all about the cookies. So, yes, they had lots of super cute stuff. And so, Debbie Kawai is the best. It is. It totally makes your little inner 12-year-old sing. So, okay. So, let's... that was a big old distraction. Sorry. Okay. Let's get to it. Ooh, okay. So Fresh Start is an entire collection that has a bunch of little components to it. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is the actual kits. So this is the Paper Punch Buffet kit. And in the kits, we are now featuring these adorable labels that you could put on a file folder. And it even has a cute little label here, the Fresh Start Paper Punch Buffet Kit. So when you have all your little kits together, you can store them in your little file box or your drawer if you want to keep your fun kits together like this. So they'll all be cutely labeled this way. So the Paper Punch Buffet Kit, sorry, that was not meant to be in that folder. On all of the little sheets, they are labeled at the bottom so that you can always remember like which sheet belongs in what folder. So we have these combination sheets now. And let me make the camera go up a little higher. It's a little close. Okay, so we have these combo sheets now. So instead of just one shape to a sheet, now you're getting half and half. So these little banners here go with this punch. And all of the punches are listed in the kit. If you go to this kit description, Mr. Crafty listed every single punch that you would need if you wanted to have the punches for these. This type of shape, to me, you can easily cut out with scissors, but this is the punch. It's an American Crafts. Uh-oh. People are getting in trouble. Ooh. There's demerits being given. So here's the circles and the banners, and then you have the little cloud punch. Okay, so I'm sorry, let me go back on that one. So here's the little 1-inch circle punch that goes with this, and then here's the little banner punch that goes with this one. Okay, and yes, Betty, you can totally do that. I'm just showing you like from the get-go if you didn't have time, but you just like, let's say the very first phase of your prep is printing everything out. So this is just a good way of organizing your printables until you get to that place where you can do the punching. So, and speaking of, let me show you. I have a new, we have all of these things listed on our favorites, theresetgirl.com/favorites. All the punches are listed, as well as these really cool trays. This is a lot of times where I've been using for my paper punch buffet these days, because it's so, like this, I like how the spaces are all the same size, and I can, they stack really nice. I have like 6 of them now, and I just got this brand new one. This has got 24 little spots. So for small pieces like these banners and the circles, to me this is a really great type of tray to get them all in there. And these are listed on our favorites page. If you're in Camp Reset, it's also currently in the shopping list supplies for this week. Okay, so the next set of, this is the next sheet in the Paper Punch Buffet kit. And so now this is the large cloud punch. And now we have this new heart. Is that cute or what? And so the heart punch is this one right here. Megan says it's the only buffet that doesn't increase her thighs. Amen, girl. So these little scissors are so precious. So these little scissors, the little cup, all of these guys were hand illustrated for us. So the little, the patterns, Kelly just did such an amazing job on this collection. The colors for this, I love muted colors. It is my favorite. I just love them so much. And I think this is just like such a perfect palette for heading into fall. And what it has to do with, you could be crafting on this throughout the year. You don't need it for like, it's not specific to any particular month. It's just a beautiful way of kind of like, the nostalgia of going back to school, but all of us are so into school supplies, craft supplies. So I think it's a fun kit that kind of celebrates that passion we all have for creativity, and so much of the stuff in here shows that. So now we have the large hexagons, and I don't know if this is the same hexagon. I'm not sure. I don't think this punch that Mr. Crafty gave me is the right one. But so here's the hexagon shapes, and then let me show you. Look how adorable the little school clothes is, the little journal, the little pencil pouch. I know the plaids are adorable. We have this cute little chalkboard background and the paint palette and the little lunch box. So this is the large hexies. And then this one, these type of sheets, I would probably recommend that you print to cardstock. I didn't have Mr. Crafty print them to cardstock for me. I asked for just regular paper. But I would do this in cardstock, so they're more like embellishments. This particular one, this is also a new shape for us, this tag. And this tag has got the cute little paint supplies cup. Here's one where you can make a little list. Don't forget to pack your lunch. A little box of cereal here. And then there's the tabs. So this is this punch right here. It's made by Marvi Uchida, I'm not sure. And then We Are Memory Keepers tab punch is this one. And this is a classic punch. I use this for all of my planner tabs. In my prayer binder, every tab I make comes from this tab. All the tabs from our Paper Punch Buffet are made with this one. Our professionally made tabs that we have made, which you guys haven't seen yet, but you will, they are based on this shape because it's just like the perfect classic little shape. I think I have like 8 of these tab punches because I bring them to workshops. The next little sheet are the big banners. These are called large flags, and then these are the new ticket punches. So the little tickets have the fun little artwork on them too, and you can make up your own little labels. So this one right here is the large flag, and then this one is the ticket punch, which is now back in stock on Amazon, by the way. So it goes with that one. So this is a super, like, the sheets for these, oh, these are extras I had printed. So this is cardstock. I can feel it's totally delicious and yummy. I'm gonna punch out one of these. So they are all nested just to get as much on the sheet as possible. but usually when you go to punch them, you have to trim down the paper in different ways. So I'm gonna punch out this sweet little tag right here. And then if you want to, you could even take like a single hole punch tab and then make a little hole to make it like an authentic little punch. Sorry, an authentic little tab. I can't see out of that one. So that one you could put like a real little hole in. How cute is that? It is so adorable. Oh, the ticket punch is not back. Bummer. It keeps changing its mind on Amazon. Yesterday, Mr. Crafty got an update saying it was back in stock again. So, apologies for saying that out. Right, Betty? That's probably what happened. We wiped out the stock again. Okay, so anyway, this is the paper punch buffet kit. So as you can see, you're getting all these delicious shapes in one little kit. There's 9 different shapes, 5 sheets, and then if you want to use that 80% off coupon on this one, this would be an awesome value because you can use all of these little shapes throughout all your craft projects. You can put them in your your planner, your faith journaling, your regular journaling. You can do them in your Lister's Got a List. All the different fun little activities that we're going to be doing. Super awesome. Yeah, yesterday, as a matter of fact, I remember Mr. Crafty saying that he tested out, he tried to put 30 punches into his cart and it totally let him. So I wonder what happened. I wonder if they sold out again. Okay, the next kit up, you know what I feel like right now? I feel like the ladies from QVC. That's what I feel like right now. Okay, so now this is the official Crafty Club kit. This is the cute little label made for it. This is the fun little label you get to put on your file folder. You just, I went ahead and just used a regular plain manila folder and put the label on it. So you get the labels with each of the kits, come with their own label. How fun. And then in this one are the adorable little flashcards. Oh my gosh, you guys. So there's 2 types of flashcards in here. There's the kind with words, which I've been doing a lot of crafting with those little tiny flashcards, and that's what these are inspired by. The fonts are different, they're just slightly different, but they're super fun. I had Mr. Crafty print these on sticker paper for me, so they would just be easier to work with. And then these are all, the size of these is designed to work with this particular punch. It's the Happy Planner punch, it's the blue one. There's a pink one and a blue one. So in this case, you can come in here. Oh, I need to trim my paper. I always forget that part. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, we are in the process of hunting down another printer because I'm not a huge fan of the printer that we have, and I've been kind of trying to hunt down a printer. I think in the meantime I'm gonna start having my printables like printed in a print shop because I just absolutely love the quality you get when they're professionally printed. It is amazing. So here is the Happy Planner punch used with the the flashcard sheet from the Crafty Club kit, and it's like M for mug, and I had this printed on sticker paper. So if you have a Happy Planner, this can go right into your Happy Planner. How cute is that? You could have one of these. I had this printed on sticker paper, so look, it's like ready to go right into my little planner if I had a Happy Planner, which I don't. But how cute, right? They're just fun to put it into any little craft project. So, and then the same thing goes with these. They're also the same size. They're just a different orientation. And then the Crafty Club kit comes with punchable honeys. You guys, isn't this amazing? So you have the hexies You have the tags, the small banners, the tickets, the tabs, hearts, circles, clouds, and large flags. Hello, these are all included in the Crafty Club kit. Honey Punchables. Honey Punchables, ladies. These are so stinking adorable. So let me go ahead and punch one. I'm gonna punch one out. I like punching. It's very soothing. So now the honeys have their own punchables too, and these are exclusive to the Crafty Club kit. So you could just sit here and punch away and fill up an entire tray. So how fun is that? It's like a whole little tab with her. Cute. So all of the this is a Fallon. This is a 1-inch punch. This is the one I have on my favorites page. It's from EK Tools, but it's 1 inches. So this is the tickets and the banners. So these are super cute. So you get 2 sheets of these. There's a dozen different printables in the Crafty Club kit. So there's 2 more. Then there are journal cards. You get 8 of them. So let me just show you how cute. These are little library card library card journal cards. That's my favorite. And they have the adorable little icons. There's Miss Sammy drinking her little drink all smooth. Sip, sip. And then we have the cute little washi that was illustrated for us. Our cute little scissors, pencil. So little journal cards come with this kit. So if you love a journal card, like don't we all fall in love with that one journal card in the pack? Now you can just print off journal cards as you need. You also get a fun print. This is a 5x7, so you can like get a little frame for your desk, and every month you could swap out the print inside of it if you wanted to do that. Or you could use this for a divider, like make a regular A5 divider and then put this on top of it so it looks like it's framed. You could use this to decorate anything in your planner because it would fit within an A5 probably. So it comes with a little print that says every day is a fresh start. The next little printable is a little pencil cup wrap. So you can get a soup can, wrap it in scrapbook paper, and then cut this out and then wrap it around the can so it makes a finished pencil cup like that. Do you remember making pencil cups out of soup cans? You can use washi at the top of the soup can lid so that like it keeps it from being like, you know, sharp at all. So, but you could do whatever you want with this. You guys are creatives. That's what's fun about doing this, is oftentimes I see you guys come up with other ideas. And then here is a brand new door hanger, because I love me a door hanger. You can punch this out with a 2-inch circle punch if you have one. And then she is like without a doubt like my favorite honey in this collection. I love her. So print this on cardstock. You can cut this out, punch it out with your 2-inch circle, back it with scrapbook paper if you want it to be really stiff, and then you could hang that on your door saying shh. And then also another printable in the Crafty Club kit are these little checklists. So there's a checklist for today, for shopping, for things you want to get done, like they can be project specific things you want to get done, and then your little gratitude list for the day. So you can print out as many of these as you want. You can make little pads of these if you want. Have you guys ever made a paper pad? You can Google this, but it's super fun. Sea Lemon on YouTube has a really great tutorial to show you how to make your own paper pads. But you could print off like 100 sheets of these. You know, obviously you're going to cut them down, put the papers together, and then she uses like Elmer's glue, and she glues the top of the stack. And so you would have a whole little deck of paper pads if you wanted. You also get a fun little calendar. I am going to be coming out with another type of handbook for our club for doing our crafty projects. So a calendar like this would be perfect in there. But you can also hang this up on your wall or put it into your letter size planner, or if when you print it out, you can print it out on a half size A5 if you know how to do those kinds of manipulations. This is something you could shrink down and put in a smaller planner, but it's a fun little calendar. Every morning is a fresh start. How cute is that? And then, oh my gosh, you guys, these are bookmarks. And I'm sorry, but look at this bookmark. It is a map. It's one of those roll down maps. I am in love. This is my favorite one. Kelly, I think this was genius. I love this so, so much. So I personally, I'm going to print these out on cardstock. I should have told Mr. Crafty that. Actually, I don't even need to do cardstock. So here's a trick. If you print on regular paper like this, you can just take scrapbook paper and back it and then trim it down, and you can run it through a laminator if you want to. I'm usually not a laminating person, but this kind of project for like a bookmark, I probably would. And they make laminating sheets that you don't have to run through a laminator. Like it's just sort of like a contact paper, so you could just kind of seal it over if you wanted to. But how cute is that, honey? How sassy is she with her like custom made little floral dress and her little scissors, her little glasses. I can't believe what comes out of my mouth sometimes. And then we have this one that's the fresh start, and then the cute adorable map. So this is this month's Crafty Club kit. So every month the materials inside will probably kind of switch up. So they might not always be exactly the same, but what we will probably always have is journal cards. There will probably always be some kind of punchable product, and something with honeys because it's the Reset Girl. And so this is what you have to craft with for September. This is what we're going to be crafting with. Now, bonus, when you get the Crafty Club kit, you will get a Crafty Club bingo. So let me show you what the prompts are. This is available for free this month. So you can download it separately, but normally in the future it will come with the kit, and that's the only way you can get this, because this is supposed to help you use your kit. That is the purpose of it. So here is the pencil cup little prompt challenge, art journal page, make a list, planner page, paint, journal card craft. Oh honey. So when you see oh honey, what are you thinking you're going to use in your kit, right? Isn't that like an awesome little fun prompt? To me, I don't know what it is. Tell me you guys feel the same way. But doesn't this just help you when you go sip, sip, sip? Doesn't that start making you think, okay, what can I use in this kit that has a sip kind of theme to it? Because nobody's going to grade you on this, right? This is just you deciding what you're going to do. This is the first one I think of, OBS, because it has the sip, sip, right? So I might do some kind of fun little layout or a list. You know, I might challenge myself to come up with my own little list featuring that. Like, what are my favorite sips this month? That's what we've been doing in camp, is drinking lots of sippy things. We drink stuff in Late Night Crafty Club. I mean, this is stuff we do all the time, right? How fun is that? So, oh, I just hid the, there it is. I just hid it from myself. So there's sip, 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 there's crafted. So anything you've crafted, anything you've completed, show it. Share it in the group. There's going to be posts in the Crafty Club for you guys to share your bingo specific progress, because this is really fun and that helps you feel accountable that you're getting stuff done. There's colorful display. To me, display, the first thing that I think of when I see display is I think of this print and how I would display it. That's what popped into my head. And maybe the Fresh Start is a collection. It's not a kit. So Fresh Start is the collection. And then the Crafty Club kit is within it. So this is a theme. Every month this theme will change, and it will always have a Crafty Club kit, a Faithful Life kit, a Paper Punch Buffet kit, and then it'll have a variety of different individual things. So think of the title Fresh Start as more of like the theme and the decor, how, you know, what it's going to look like. And then these are the products within it, if that makes better sense. So Happy Mail, this is an encouragement to those of you who have made some friends recently, and you can send off a homemade postcard. So make something with your craft kit and then send some Happy Mail to a friend. Vintage love, hello, the whole kit is all vintage love, right? But just having that, I feel, is super inspiring. It makes me feel inspired to actually do something. You've got a few planner pages on here, because I know I took a poll in the group, and planner related activities are still a huge thing in my community. So here's just show how you used this kit in your planner. There's all kinds of stuff to actually add to your planner. And that's the kind of things I'm encouraging you guys to share, is show me how you're using the kits and products. That's what I want to see in our community, because that's what's so fun and rewarding, is that all this work is put out there and then you guys are like, ooh, this is what I wanted to do with it. There's journaling. I made this, make a list, and quote. So yay! So this is our September challenge. This month it's free, so go download it right now so you have it for September 1st. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term, I've been asking everyone, challenge yourselves to a blackout when you do bingo. So blackout is when you get the entire board covered. Bingo is when you get something in a row, diagonal, straight down, or across. So this is what we'll be doing as a group in the Crafty Club this month. So I will be crafting with this on the crafternoon, or whatever I'm going to call that little afternoon session that we're going to do in September, working with this, because I think that's another fun thing to help me in terms of content and planning, is to kind of help support why we put so much love and attention into this kit, is actually doing a little, crafting session. And again, let me be very clear, you guys are not required to buy anything from me to be in my community, to watch my shows. I've always made sure we have a really good balance of free content. So I do not want you to feel like, oh, I have to get the kit to do that. You do not have to get the kit. But this is what I'm going to be crafting with or working with. So that is my important notification right there. Nobody is twisting your arm. I promise I'm not strong arming you, and no one's going to show up at your door asking why you haven't purchased your kit yet. Promise. Yes, Betty, I agree. I just couldn't say it. Kesia, so naughty. Okay, so anyway, now we have, speaking of, the Faithful Life kit. So, Sheena, great deal. She got the large hexagon punch on clearance at Hobby Lobby for $4.24. That is a bargain. So, yay, that is wonderful. Miss Bessie, you're having a birthday coming up. Does that include a trip with the family somewhere? Are you going to head back to Texas? So here's the Faithful Life kit. Woo! You guys, we have our own kit now for the Faithful Life. So the Faithful Life group is a separate community, and it is open to everybody. Our focus in that group is talking about our faith, our love for Jesus, and doing our Faithful Life challenge, which is a scripture writing challenge. So now with this particular kit, you have your own little label again, and then the fun little label here. So Roxanne thought I said the Faithful Wife kit. That's awesome. Victoria, I'm so glad that you're here, sweet girl. I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you, but I actually, I got a degree in sign language interpreting. Like, I legit went to college and everything. Could I sign my way out of a paper bag? Probably not. I'm embarrassed how much I've forgotten. But I do know Gallaudet University. It is the premier college university for the deaf in America. So congratulations on getting yourself to graduate school. You're in your dorm there. I think that's awesome. Okay, let's dig in to the Faithful Life kit. The life kit. Okay, this little sassy honey in her adorable plaid jacket is the honey featured on the challenge sheet. So oftentimes you ladies cut out your honey and put her into a different project. So there is a free version of the Faithful Life Club. You do not have to purchase anything from me to actually do the challenge. You can get the free challenge sheet. It does not have the honey any longer. It's just the sheet with the prompts on it. And I don't have an example for you, but there is a free version. You can download it today and go participate. But she comes in this, and I just think she's sassy. I wish Miss Cobra was on the show. I would love to see this. Miss Cobra Jones is so stylish. I think she'd really appreciate her. Anyway, so here's our new prompts for September, which is the theme is a fresh start. And then you get the little fun little prompts that you can actually punch out and put into your faith journal. And you're going to write out your scripture with these. And then these work with the famed ticket punch. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sassy honey. I did say sassy honey. Because girl, look at her. She is all sass. Look at that. I love her. So, I love how all the honeys in this month all have glasses. Because they're supposed to be like teachery and librarian. Librarian-y. So here are the little designer prompts sheet, so you can punch these out and use them in your layout. Then you have some decor to use in your decorating. So she is clothed in strength and dignity. And then you have super cute letters here that you can cut out and put in there. And then in this collection, so this is what the journal cards look like before they get cut into their final form like this. I cut these up right before the show. So this particular one is I Heart Scripture Journaling, Faith Girl. You have a cute little plaid. I love this plaid. There we have Sammy sipping on her little mug, and she has like little stamping in the background. Faith plus creativity equals love. And then this one says, faith is seeing light with your heart when all your eyes see is darkness. Amen. God specializes in giving people a fresh start. And then for God so loved the world. How cute is that one? So there are 16 of the journal cards, if I didn't say that. And hello, Washi and Jesus. Not in that order, but I thought that was a really cute little card. So, and for the introverts, alone time. So there you have 16 of these to kind of enhance and do your scripture journaling with. And then you have the big word strips. These are my favorite. I love me some word strips. In fact, I wanted to show you. So I started like going through all the printables that I've actually printed out, because I haven't printed everything out that we've ever done. That would be crazy. But I made myself a folder, and I just made this super simple, so it just says word strips. So all my word strips, whatever collection they came from, they're all in one folder. So I want to add those in here too, because I just like having all my word strips together. So this is in here. So I wanted to show you that I have two different ways of doing this. So you can either keep all your kits together by like theme, like here's all the faithful kit, here's my fresh start collection, or you can break it down by all the different types of printables. So you could make a whole folder for just this. And those of you who are saying your word strips is missing, Mr. Crafty is listening right now as we speak, and he's probably frantically looking at the store to try to figure out what you guys are talking about. So not to worry. This is the wonderful thing about digital. Should something be missing or is not working, it's very simple to correct it, and you guys have instant ability to download it. So do not worry. We promise that it will be taken care of. And I'm hoping that he is going to respond to you guys in the chat room. So here's that, and then we threw this one in this kit, but this is a reminder here. It's the 80% off coupon code. So when you print this in here, Beverly, these are just printed on regular paper, but just so I don't have to use a glue stick, I would recommend printing these on sticker paper. Sticker paper is a wonderful thing to print to. It really is. So then you have the 80% off coupon code Fresh Start. And Cindy, that's something I would restart your computer. There's so many different little things. It's not the file. it's something that is not communicating. Like maybe the PDF isn't communicating to your printer. But when I have issues with stuff like that, Mr. Crafty always tells me you need to restart your computer, restart the printer. So it sometimes, for whatever reason, PDFs are a bit persnickety, and they do not always play well with your printer. I do not know, but even Adobe that makes the product, they say the same thing. They can't explain it either. But try restarting or resetting those two things first. And so for those of you who joined us a little late, here's the 80% off coupon code. You can use it one time during the month of September, so choose wisely. And also you, I just thought of something to remind you, which is new information to me. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Kelly, you're awesome. If you guys ever watch the IT Crowd, which is on Netflix, that is, they work in the IT department, so they're constantly answering the phone with the question, have you tried turning it off and on again? Because that usually is the solution to everything with tech. It's always turn it on and off. Every time I tell Mr. Crafty, this doesn't work, he'll always say, did you try resetting it? Did you restart your phone? So I don't even bother saying it now unless I've done it first. So what was I trying to say? I was trying to say that fresh start. Oh, 80% off. Mr. Crafty, now I'm forgetting what I was going to say. I can't remember. There was one bit of information I feel like I've left out. I think that there is a $5 minimum in your cart for this coupon to officially work. I think that was the last, that's an important piece of this. So it's 80% off something non-sale. And it, as Megan says, that you love that show, I'm Married to a Tech Guy, and he always says that. Yeah, it's their thing. So this is the code for September, and you can use it one time. And it is available on anything in the store right now that's not on sale. So there is the Faithful Life Kit. So you guys have now seen the Faithful Life Kit, the Paper Punch Buffet, and the Crafty Club kit. Yay! Okay, so now we're moving into, those are the kits, and now we're going to move into the individual products, because you don't have to buy a kit if you don't want to. If you love stuff about it, there's also some individual products that were made. So this is the Honey Bundle Volume 5. So you guys know about the Honey Lovin' Bundle. We have 4 of them so far, so this is number 5. This one features that same shape to make like these little mini cards. So the same Happy Planner one here is this one. So you can punch out all of these girls, and each one of them says something. So she's classy, sassy, smart, confident, I'm inspired, I'm faithful. Wow, there you go, camera. I'm happy. So, and then you have a little army of Fresh Start wearing honey. So they're all wearing different, like the color palette and patterns from that collection. And a lot of them have glasses, which is adorable. And then here they are in the larger sizes, which are really fun for crafting projects. I love their outfits. I think they're so cute. Again, she's definitely my favorite. I just love how she just looks so thoughtful. Plus she has a journal in her hands, you guys. She's like one of us. So, and this girl right here is my favorite. Larissa, I think this honey looks just like you. This is you in your honey version of you. So this is the Honey Lovin' Bundle. And then we have a new floral for Fresh Start. Now, I wanted to show you guys a little trick. So with the florals, I do 2 different things. I like having them on paper or like sticker paper, but I also love printing them on the clear matte sticker stock. The benefit of doing clear sticker stock is that they get this beautiful translucence, and you can put this over like in your Bible or your journal, and the lettering shows right under it. You see what I'm saying? Like you can see lettering underneath it. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate it to you guys. For those of you who have not seen that magic before, I'm going to demonstrate. She even has the little side part in her hair like Larissa does. Okay, so I'm cutting really quick. Has some fast fussy cutting right there. And I'm gonna grab something really quick. 1 second. Emily says it looked like she had a pipe in her mouth, but then it was her glasses. Yes, there are no pipe smoking honeys in this collection. Michelle is looking for a link to the matte clear sticker stock, Mr. Crafty. Okay, so here's the clear sticker stock, okay? And this has got my little flower on it. So you can see it's kind of like Scotch tape almost, but like stronger. And it just comes out beautiful. So, and then when you lay it over stuff, okay, let me lay it over something where, hang on, hold please. I'm trying to find a place where I would normally, I don't want to just put it arbitrarily in my Bible. Let me find something really quick here. I was looking for kind of like, there we go, kind of like more of a, okay, so let me show you how beautiful that looks when you do that. See? You can see the words through it, and then it just has this beautiful nuance of having the pretty thing, the pretty design in there. So matte clear sticker stock is a wonderful thing to have in your arsenal of materials to print to, because it gives you such like diversity in what you can decorate with. There's also something to be said for, you know, the standard, you know, matte sticker stock, which is what this is. So matte sticker stock, clear matte sticker stock, these are two great materials to have if you're going to be a digital girl. They're awesome. We also have a new cover girl. I'm going to call her Larissa because she does look very Larissa-like to me. And Larissa is such a fun person. She has sassy like Larissa. She's got the little green earrings. Love this. Susan, we have an inkjet printer in the RV, but my love of my life as far as my printers are concerned is my laser printer, but it is in the storage. So I do not, I don't have access to that one anymore. So we are shopping for a new, printer right now. And yes, Angela, if you use a laser printer, it just needs to be laser. You can use the gold foiling with your laminator or your Mink machine. So if you did that with her, she'd have a big gold head. But Larissa, if you're with us right now, this is so you, girl. So she's gorgeous. I love her. And then we have the new little call outs on our magazine with the little chalkboard background. And then we have the back. This is the back cover. So you can use this to put like on a notebook. So let me show you really quick. Okay, so what I do with mine is like, these are the notebooks I buy all the time from Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Ross. They all have like a stationery section, and you can see TJ Maxx, it was like $4.99. These notebooks from, here they are, Fringe Studio. If you guys ever go visit TJ Maxx or Home Goods and you see a Fringe notebook in good shape, grab it. Because first of all, the pages are gilded, but the quality of their paper is so bomb. I bought like 6 or 7 of these just because I love them so much, and I will take 2 of them and put them together to make my master notebooks. So all of my master notebooks are made with these particular ones, and then I take our printables and I cover the cover the cover with them. So there you are, Miss Larissa. Look, that's you. That is you, girl. So how fun is that, right? These notebooks, you will never be disappointed. They are just the most fabulous notebooks ever. The paper is so amazing. So I have a video, Teresa, on my YouTube channel that I show you how I do it. It's called DIY Master Notebook. So I take 2 of these and I take the covers off and I make one big giant notebook with it and use my printable as the cover. Boop, 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 boop. Deborah asked about the composition notebook size. Mr. Crafty would be the one to ask about that because he's the one who did that for me. So I will have to ask him if we can start including that. They take a lot of work. This is like the most labor-intensive product that we sell because there's so much things that have to be moved around when you resize them. So I will have to find out if that is possible. So this is our new cover model who is so just, this is a favorite of mine. So I'm gonna definitely be using her, and it comes in different sizes. So there's a happy planner size, I believe. There's the A5, there's a personal size, so you can make her into like a divider for your planner. There's the letter size as well. I think we do a TN. So you can buy like all the sizes and one just hit a button and you have all the sizes, which you can also use. I think you can use that 80% off coupon because I don't think they're on sale. Mr. Crafty, could you confirm that please? I think that's just the standard price that we just do. And I believe that this is the happy planner size because this is a really similar size to theirs. So that's what you can do with these gorgeous covers. This is not in our store, I don't think. I think this is my own. This was the very first cover that was ever done, and I had it done like for me personally. So, but I don't think she's in there. I could be wrong, but I think I could be wrong. I know I had one made for me, so I don't know if she's it or not, but this is my little crafting book that I have. So that's what I do with my magazines. That's my new girl. And then we have the Fresh Start snippets. Now I will say this, the snippets, the magazine covers are two like most popular of the printables, like individual printer. Oh my goodness, I am struggling to get some words out. Individual printables, thank you. So this is the snippets collection, which is so cute. So to me, this is a really great collection to print out onto matte sticker stock. So, okay, so Kelly says that it's the same honey, Jane, right? That's Jane, but the call-outs were different. So, yes, I think that is correct. So this one it's not exactly the same, but this is the very first magazine cover that was ever done. And I absolutely love it. And yes, that was a little thing I added for me. Okay, but here we go. So here's the adorable little school clothes, the pencil cup, the map, the little chalkboard, and these adorable little file folders. Are they amazing or what? And then this sheet actually features these cute little hexies, and Mr. Crafty ordered me a punch to use for them. I didn't know that the hexies came this tiny. Rhonda's asking, what is a call out? So on a magazine, in magazine language, these are call outs. It's just like something that's just calling out something off of the, off of the page. So these are call outs. So these are different than the ones that we have on the magazine that's in the store. Just to clarify that. So the file folders are no joke. There's just something so precious about those. I can't even. So again, we have the cute little illustrated artwork, and then these fun little hexies, which if you happen to have the baby hexie punch, that's I guess what will work with those, I'm told. This little circle here works with the little 1-inch punch. This is not technically a punchable. We don't list this as part of the paper punch buffet. You can technically cut these out by hand, but I'm just saying, if you have those punches, you may as well use them. Here's more of the banners up here, and then you have the ticket shape which you can use here. And also, let me just quickly show you, because I know for some people it's really painful to not have they feel like they need to have that ticket punch. And actually, I just realized that these are not tickets.
No, those aren't tickets.
Thank you. I just figured it out. Those aren't tickets. But okay, let me finish showing you this, and then I will show you the little ticket trick in case you didn't miss my other video where I showed that. So then we have these little banners. We have this fun little banner. We have these cute little labels, the sweet little plaid tags, this one with the little composition book. I love school supplies. How many of us can say, I love school supplies? Wow, Mr. Crafty just totally called me out on the video. Those are not ticket punchables.
Well, there's a punch for that white slide.
I know, sweetie. I'm getting it right now. Okay, so I asked him, he ordered this punch, and I was like, what the heck is this punch? This punch. So, Kathy, if you use the links in the punch, if you go to the Paper Punch Buffet kit, all the punch listed are the exact punches we use for these products. So, if you guys are concerned that you don't know what sizes, we have listed everything for you so that there's no confusion. So it's listed in the Paper Punch Buffet listing. You can also find our punches on theresetgirl.com/favorites, so that you will just not, because I hate for you guys to feel like you have to guess, because we definitely put made a list for you so there wouldn't be any guessing. And yeah, sometimes you'll own punches and you think, oh, well, I have this punch and that should work, and then find out that it doesn't. So we, wherever possible, I try to recommend these punches because they're my favorite. They are so stinking awesome for storage. They stack beautifully up on end, and then you can see the actual shapes on the tips of them. So this is what I use all the time, whenever possible, because these ones are a little harder to store, let's face it. So this little punch shows up on our doorstep, and I'm like, what is that punch? That is a strange little punch. What are you up to? So see this particular little flag, which is, it's like a little banner that hangs down, and see that little white notch? That little white space is what this punch punches. So if you are crafting and you actually want to make this like a dimensional embellishment and put ribbon through it, like pretend this is cardstock. And what I would probably do to make it super sturdy is I would back it with another piece of cardstock. And then you use this little punch and you line it up so you can see the little white spot right in there, and you punch it. Check this out. How cool is that? Okay, so here's the thing, the first thing that popped through my mind. What does everyone think when they see that slot? What would you imagine? Cobra Jones is back from Zumba. Cobra, I tried Zumba one time, and it was so hilarious how uncoordinated I am. I never went back, but I'm proud of you. So proud of you for going and getting moving. Okay, so this is exactly what I thought of when I saw that little slot. I thought of my washi. And some of you said ribbon, which of course, ribbon, yes. So I am carefully pulling the washi through here, and then putting it up at the top like that. So now I have a little washi notch at the top. So when you do things like Miss Damaris, if you are a memory keeper, so I could totally see a lot of memory keeping layouts are very dimensional and have lots of texture in them. So I could totally see putting through ribbon and washi. Hi, Miss Claudine, Miss Maisha Bradford. I'm happy to see your little face. I haven't seen you in a while. This is a fun little detail. Isn't that cute? So I had no idea what else people do with this punch. But it's really cool if you want to add, I mean, it's really, when you think about it, it's really good for like just putting a slot through something that you want to string some washi through or ribbon through. So it might actually have a real purpose that I just don't know what it is. So, but anyway, it's a very nice kind of stainless steel guy. I know, right, Angela? Mr. Crafty wins the internet. So I didn't even know this punch existed. So, hi Ruth. Hello, mate. It's for lanyards. Well, thank you, Rhonda Davis. Okay, everybody, this just got serious. This is officially something you could use for a lanyard, like punching your lanyard, which would explain why it feels so freaking heavy duty, because I can see that this is like a lot stronger than you would need for paper. But if you wanted to punch something plastic, this totally makes sense. Something laminated, this would be like bam. So Damaris is the one who actually called attention to this fun little punch, saying that she thought that would be what worked for this design that Kelly came up with, where it had these little tabbies like this. So this is the snippets, the little snippets pages, which are, like I said before, this is the thank you, Celia, making super cute name badges for workshops. You could use this to string them through a lanyard. Paula Gresham, paging Paula Gresham. This is a tool you need, girl. So our snippets are probably one of our like top selling items. They just are a really super fun kind of all-purpose. If you got nothing else from the collection, I feel like this is just a great little set of really super simple to cut out embellishments. And if you love this collection, you could print like 5 sheets of each one and put them in everything. Kristen says it's a punch that means business, and that's no joke. It's a hardcore punch. Okay, the final, oh wait, not final, sorry, we're not there. We have 2 things. The final, I just said it again. It's not final. This is the words and phrases sheet, which is one of my favorites because I love real fun like font, like text I call them text treatments. So sometimes all you need is a fresh start. So this is celebrating all the fun things about starting. Writer's Gotta Write, being a happy girl. This is super fun, simple. These would look amazing in if you printed these out on the clear sticker stock. This is perfect. Think of like some of these are perfect for your Bible. If you're a Bible journaler, or in your regular journal, you could just put this on clear sticker stock, put it right over your words, like begin again. This is the kind of fun stuff that just makes your journaling pop. You know, it stands out so much. And Miss Betty, we actually, you're asking about the washi rings. We actually have sold washi rings, which is why we have so many of them. We were sellers of these for a really long time when we had our physical store. And we do have some, Mr. Crafty has a little side project going with the whole washi ring. So let's put a pin in that because we do have some supplies, and those might be a product that actually we do send to Amazon. So Writer's Gotta Write. So right now we have Listers Gotta List, and Mr. Crafty and I were kind of talking through all of the fun little things we could do for challenges, and Writer's Gotta Write would be one of them. But it was just a fun little font treatment. But we have quite a few little ideas like that. Now, the final piece in this whole collection, we are finally there. And I don't know why I left this right here in front of, on top of my desk this whole time. It doesn't serve any purpose. Okay, so these right here are the journal cards for this collection, which I believe there are 24 cards total. So this is a separate SKU that you can purchase. This is my favorite card in here. I don't know. It's so ridiculous cute. These are all the little illustrations that was designed for us. So craftiness is happiness. Isn't that lovely? And then we have Fresh Start. And we have the fun little chalkboard with the little penmanship. Do you guys remember having to learn to write that way? My handwriting is so terrible. And Norma, you just asked me if the journal cards have a punch, and they actually do, girl. They really do. I'm trying to think right now. Yes, B, if you buy the entire collection listing in our store,
The journal cards have a punch.
There is a punch for them. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, hold please. Yes, there is a punch for them. And I actually brought it up. Okay, there is a punch for journal cards. It's this one right here. This has got rounded corners on it, so they would end up being rounded. There's two of these. One of them gives you the square corners, and this one is the round corner. This one is, it's a 3 by 4 inch punch, and it's made by We Are Memory Keepers. And it's called a card punch. Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm an expert with this punch. It is a little different. Maisha, I'm so glad to hear you say that you love your handwriting. So many people are like, I hate my handwriting. I'm kind of indifferent to my handwriting. Sometimes I look at it and go, wow, I wish I had better handwriting. And other times I'm like, it's not bad. It's funny how much we covet handwriting in this community though. I really, I think it's really funny because we are sharing our handwriting so much that I think you get a little bit more conscientious of it. Okay, so I'm going to actually do this, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've never tried doing it with any of our, oh gosh, I have not, oh. Okay, so this punch is a little different than what I usually do. Okay, so let me think about this. I might not be able to do this. Okay, so you'll see that you're actually kind of doing this differently. You're pressing it down. And those of you who own this punch and you're watching me do this are like, girl, you're doing it wrong. The magnets are so strong. Can you line that up?
I would say that you just put it on here and then you move this under the magnet like
Thank
this.
you. See, Mr. Crafty has to help me so often.
You just grab this and move it?
You guys think it's all me, but it's really Mr. Crafty secretly behind the scenes. Thank you, Mr. Crafty.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Celia, for validating me that this punch is a little awkward.
It is. Just move the paper.
Okay.
Is the secret.
Did you hear that, you guys? You have to move the paper. It's the secret. Ah! Thanks, Cheryl. That is what he just demonstrated to me. That once you put it in, you can move the paper. Okay, so here you go. So here's what the little punch would do. So this is total Project Life card, right? They love their rounded corners. I've actually grown to like my my journal cards without the rounded corners. So if you go buy a Project Life kit, they'll all have roundy corners. But look how cute they look together. This is Maggie Holmes. This is the Reset Girl. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Isn't that cute? Me likey. So this is the Faithful Girl card. So I just wanted to show you that I actually, this is so funny too, is because I was put this up at the front of the RV because it was actually going to get put into storage because I never use it. So I have been parting with so many of my supplies and things that I don't use anymore. If I got one of these, I would probably want the one with the straight corners. I don't know what it is about those, but I kind of feel like there's something a little bit more sophisticated about them. But I have always loved rounded corners. I'm a rounded corner girl, but somehow in the journal cards, I don't know, I feel like I've kind of, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's hard to say. And then let me show you, there's another punch too, because this is all about, it's like the punching show. It's all about the punch. Okay, so let me show you another little trick. I have a huge tray here on the floor. It's like big, enormous, and it slides under the bed back here. And it's full of all my art supplies. Because I have been working on my RV for like I've been going to bed like at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I have been determined that I'm going to get this RV downsized before we get back on the road. And so far I have filled up like 8 huge bins that are going to stay here in storage and not go with us. Because I have purchased things that I did not end up using. So here I punched out one of the little bitty flashcards you can see. Okay, and I actually have the right punch for this inside my mom's house. I forgot to bring it back out here. So you can actually take the little stray edges if you love, you know, the rounded corners, is you can use a corner rounder. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers, like the big crocodile one. And this is so funny. I haven't used this in so long that I don't even remember how to use it anymore. But I somehow thought it was a good idea to try to show you guys on a live, live. Mr. Crafty might have to come in here. I honestly cannot remember how to use this one. It's been literally like 2 years since I've tried to use it. See, this is why I shouldn't even have this with me. Help, help, help. Let's see, open guides. Haha, that was the problem. Okay. All right, we're good. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, those who were trying to help me. Thank you, Celia. Thank you, Melissa. Flip the sides open, girl. You guys are probably sitting there shaking your head. Okay, now we're back in action. Okay, so here's the little We Are Memory Keepers. It's a crocodile corner chomper. So I'm using the 1/4 inch ones, which are kind of like really tight. So it puts a tiny little rounded corner, which with something so small as this, I think the 1/4 inch one is really, or I'm sorry, the 1/4 inch one is a good one. And I printed these on sticker paper, so the very tip is like trying to stick to it. So you can see right there, it's got that little rounded corner look. Here, let me put it up against something dark. See how cute that is? So you can kind of adjust after you've punched things. If you love yourself a rounded corner, you can get a corner rounder and just round it down. So that gives you options. So I think I have, I was in the middle showing you a product. I would be terrible. QVC would never hire me. I am too many distractions here. Okay, so let me just show you how adorable, and who wants this little dress? Me, 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 me. I just think that's so cute. It even has little buckles. I would have worn a dress like that as a kid. I think it's adorable. So then we have, look at the little breakfast cereal, the little bacon and eggs, the little bowl of cereal, the most important meal of the day. So I was thinking, I want to take this collection, this little journal card set, and I'm going to make myself up a little list of listing prompts. And I'm just going to make some pages with all about my school memories that I can remember. Okay, so here we go with our little map. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I love me a roll down map. I want to replace one of the window shades in the RV with a map. And then the little clock. Another little outfit. This sweet little journal card with the little flowers. Some plaid. I love this color combination. A little notebook. So organized on the little handwriting paper. How cute is that? So organized. And then note taker extraordinaire. That would be me. And then I got this cute little page. Another cute little outfit. And then some more plaid. Some flowers on the little grid paper. Another favorite of mine is that grid paper. It's so yummy. I am ready for my fresh start. I love mornings, said no one ever. Just kidding. I know that you guys have. There's lots of morning people in this group. Another cute little ribbon. Another cute little, this is a very popular little thing in the pocket journal, like pocket memory keeping world. And I often don't use these type of cards because I'm like, well, what am I going to write on there? But I'm really going to challenge myself to actually use my entire little journal card set. And I think that I'm going to figure out fun ways to use them. Even though I know I'm not really a memory keeper, I'm really going to make the effort. But I would be interested to see, like Damaris, I'd be interested to see like what you do with it. Hint, hint, hint. Yes, Lori, this is the entire Fresh Start collection. I'm showing all the different like products in it. Because you guys, do you guys ever see on Facebook how many, I noticed this phenomenon with Facebook of how many people that sell product like the leggings, that there will be people, leggings and dresses that go on Facebook and then they do this whole little fashion show where they hold everything up with the hanger and they're like, and this pair it comes in this size and we'll have it available from this date to this date. And I've seen that a couple times and I was like, wow, it's so interesting that that's how people kind of run their business now, is they use video. And I'm like, you know what, I should do that with the collection, because then you guys can ask questions, I can talk about the pieces, I can show them to you. Oftentimes seeing things in action makes something more approachable or understandable, especially with digital. It's kind of hard for people to wrap their head around sometimes. So I just thought, I want to do that. I want to do a live show and kind of share the collection, because I haven't, we don't have the physical product anymore, but I really want you guys to embrace digital and see that there's a lot of benefits to it, in my opinion. Like I mentioned earlier, the first time I ever got into a crafting community, like back in 2005, 2004, the first scrapbook products I ever purchased were digital. I purchased them from Two Peas in a Bucket, and it was all kinds of like digital embellishments for scrapbooking, which I never did, but was still fun to use, right? So I'm going to find some fun uses. Natalie, when you do journal cards, I always recommend cardstock. So with cardstock, it comes in different pounds. I think 110 pound should be your minimum for cardstock. That's personal. My personal preference. Now you might want to double check your printer, because some printers are very persnickety and they don't like 110 pound. They might want something thinner like 80. So, and Ruth, exactly. My international customers and community members, now you guys can have something at the exact same time we do. You don't have to pay customs. It's delivered directly to you via the interwebs. It's wonderful. So I personally really enjoy watching people kind of demonstrate things live. It's I don't know, it just makes it a little bit more fun. And it's just another opportunity for us to jump on here and laugh and giggle and watch how inept I am with my punches. So we are absolutely, Kesia, you can take your materials to have them professionally printed. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the future. I think I was really impressed when I had my Camp Reset materials printed. They were just, the quality is stunning, because it is like it costs tens of thousands of dollars, the printer they're using. So it's amazing. But as far as like crafting with my stuff, 32 pound is a favorite. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong with getting the matte sticker stock and the matte clear sticker stock. If you guys want to be part of this whole like digital store fun, those are just really good things to have in your arsenal. So you want a good cardstock, a good 32 pound paper, minimum 28. I wouldn't go below 28 for anything. And then your clear and matte sticker stocks, which are like these. So if you saw me demonstrate, how gorgeous these flowers can be laid over copy, you'll fall in love, and you will not, you will understand why this is all so amazing. Because think about it, every time you buy a pack of ephemera, there's always one or two die cuts in there that you're obsessed with. And it feels almost painful to use them because that's it. You can never have that die cut back again. And I get very obsessed, and then I think, well, I have to buy 4 more packs of those die cuts because of that one thing. So now this takes all of that pressure off, because if you want to use this clock in 10 different projects, you can. And that's what's so cool about digital. It's awesome. So Mr. Crafty and I are in the process right now of looking at printers. He's been spending all kinds of time doing research because we have printer restrictions. The space we have for the printer is very specific. I have my own requirements. It has to print on A5 paper. It has to print on half letter size, and I want it to print automatically in a duplex fashion. So I don't want to have to get up and manually turn the paper over to print to the other side. I just want it to print duplex printing on a smaller format paper. That's really my biggest needs, and it just needs to have like stunning color, and that's pretty much it. Those are my requirements. So we are going down that road. So when we find that unicorn, we will definitely add it to our favorites list. If you go to my favorites list, I actually have my laser printer on there, and if you have space for a laser printer, I highly recommend giving a laser a try. Like if you do photography, like if you print photos, they're not going to be crisp and clear like a photo printer. But if you do this type of stuff on it, laser can be wonderful. This type of thing, laser can be your best friend. It's much cheaper, and it lasts longer. Like you don't burn through ink. But there's always pros and cons to things. It's never perfect. Bessie, if you look on my favorites page, theresetgirl.com/favorites, we do have a laser printer, a color laser printer on that list that you might want to look at. Just like look and see what the reviews are. I personally love it. I miss it. It started out in our RV, but then I had to send it back to our storage because it just was too big. And they do tend to be on the larger size, so you need to have room for it. So I totally have a big old like punch mania here. And what I have now officially shown you the whole collection, if you will. So what I thought I would do is I was thinking about like doing some of my punching and kind of filling up my new my new organizer. This is actually a jewelry organizer, but I have found that it works great for the really small ephemera. And then I have the larger size tray for the bigger. So these are what I use for storing all of my sorry, I stopped talking because I had to focus on pulling these out. So I've been using these lately for all of my storage. It's just a larger amount of storage space. And I've been using my little paper punch buffet trays, which I started out using. I've been using them, I have 2 of them with me, and I've been using them this way. So these have all my like little dimensional things. And then I have this tray, which normally sits up here in front of me, and then I just do all of my like it has all my like basics in here. So my glue sticks, my little correction tape, my little ink pad, some washi, my tacky glue. So I normally would use those for my paper punch buffet pieces, but I have upgraded and I just have a bunch of these and I just stack them one on top of another, and they're awesome. I really like them. And yeah, it can be dangerous. This isn't something you'd probably want to have like with your kids around, because can you imagine if they spilled them everywhere? It would be chaos. But they are so wonderful, and they're so wonderful for organizing. So I've been using these big 12 pieces, and I just changed over yesterday I got these in the mail, and these are 24. So I'm thinking it's time to fill up my brand new one with some paper punching. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me clear off. I've shown you the Crafty Club. This is my, okay, I was pulling different things out. So here is the Crafty Club materials with the bingo that comes with it. And then here is my Faithful Life. So I was showing you earlier, if you look at the bottom, the footer here of all of these, you will be able to see where things belong to. So if you set up your little file folders and label them, and then you spread all your stuff out, you'll be able to put them back where they belong, and everybody gets put into their little jackets again. So I think this is a really awesome idea to keep your goodies all organized. If you buy the individual SKUs, none of them come with like a little label kit. That's just for the kits. But what I do is I have a file folder box, and I just go ahead and make myself a little file for these and put them in there. I have found that what I've really enjoyed is kind of separating things by product type. So like all my Hexies will go in this folder from now on, whether they're from this collection or that collection, because I find that it's not collections that I like to decorate by sometimes. I find that I just like the shape. Like I'll look at something and go, oh, I really want to put a hexagon there. And then I can go grab my hexagon folder. This is the Adored collection, and these are printed on the matte sticker stock. So they have that translucent print. So that's what I have been kind of thinking I'm going to do. Here's tabs. So I have tabs from different collections printed out on cardstock in this folder. So when I need a tab, I know where to go. I go to my tabs folder. Same thing, I have some word strips here. So this is what I was thinking I would do to file the rest of these goodies. Although because I just got these in my hand, I probably am going to keep them all in, since I don't really care what was in what. I've already showed you guys the details. Now I'm just going to go ahead and stick all of my separate SKUs. I'm just going to stick them in my Crafty Club kit, so I have everything together. And then this is going to go into my little file folder box right here, which is kind of hard to show you on this camera. And it's getting filed with the rest of my little folders. And then I'm going to be putting this here in my craft space. And so when I'm ready to do some punching, generally I don't grab my folder and just like cut 1 or 2 pieces at a time, unless it's the word strips. I tend to keep them that way, but I really wanted to focus on trying to like build up the smaller pieces. Okay, so this is the part of the show where we are done talking about the products, and I thought we could just kind of hang out and craft. And so some of you guys could do, we can do some punching together, some cutting. I wanted to fill my little tray here, and then you guys can see like how fast or quick or slow that goes for me. It depends. I think the tabs might actually go in here or not. I'm not sure yet. I'm really excited to see this collection like all punched out, because I think this is how I personally feel about the punching. I think it's a lot easier to sit down and do it all at once. So to sit down and decide like, okay, I'm going to do all of my punching and get out of the way. So this is a really fun thing to do in front of like the television. So because I have so many options here, I would probably put all my tabs together that are just solid, and then I'll put another right next door to them. I'll put the tabs together that have the little white spaces for journaling, or putting a title on them. So with these, I'm just going to cut them out like by little strips. So I can just do this all at once. And then now doing this at the beginning of the month is actually a really nice little thing to do. And maybe that's a good time for us to do this kind of like little live show, so we can all sit here together and work on prepping our little paper punch buffet for the month. This tab punch right here is the We Are Memory Keepers punch, and this is on my favorites. theresetgirl.com/favorites. So these tabs all have the little white space for putting your title on there, so I'm going to put them in the space next door. I do have tabs in that other tray, but I think I'm going to do this tray for right now. I think I'm just going to do it in the Fresh Start collection. I don't know if all the pieces, like the tabs are a little bit too big, the little tags, but that's fine. What I like about a lot of it is it goes seriously, like, so much of the stuff that we designed, the similar have really compatible color palettes, so it won't be any trouble at all to mix it with other things. Mr. Crafty's coming back, so there must be something is afoot. What are you up to, Mr. Crafty?
Somebody asked for music.
Ah, so Mr. Crafty is being a DJ right now. Betty, I hate to be an enabler, sort of, but don't feel you have to purchase anything. Here's the great thing about digital, is it will be there next month and the next month after. We will never sell out of Fresh Start. So that's one wonderful thing, is it can help pace you and not make you feel frantic that you have to buy something because it will be gone forever. I wish I could say that about the Camp Reset souvenir kits, but at least with digital. Oh, this is one of my persnickety punches, I can tell. Would you be willing to go grab me another one, since I know I have so many of these?
Where are they, baby?
They're in the green room on the floor. Oh,
sure.
Wait. Maybe I brought some of those out now.
Okay.
I think I got them ready to be put into one of the workshop boxes.
So where are you saying that it is?
They're with other. There's a whole bunch of these together. There's like 5. I don't know, somewhere up front or on the floor in my mom's house. We have some punches that have gone astray. This one is, I knew I had one punch that is like kind of a problem child that gets stuck, and of course that's the punch that I just ended up with. So I'm just gonna get rid of this punch. My other punches work awesome. This one just, for some reason, it sticks. The code for this, the code for September, the 80% off code, is Fresh Start with a capital F and a capital S. And Mr. Crafty is going to see if he can find me the other punches that I have. So I'm going to demonstrate something really quick to you so you guys know how I do my... Thank you, sir. Can you throw that one away so it never shows up? Yes. Banish it from the kingdom. Okay, so let me show you guys a little trick that I do with my tabs. So I'm grabbing my little glue stick here. And how I do my little tabs is I have the one with the pattern, and then the one with the little white white rectangle for writing. And yes, I have tried the silver foil, and that's not the problem. It's not that it's dull. It's that the mechanism, like this part here, it's getting stuck. It's not that it's a dull punch. So it's not. I do know the aluminum foil trick, but that isn't the issue. It has some weird little thing like that. It's not aligned in there properly or something. I feel like it's always kind of been my problem, but now it's not my problem anymore. It's going out into the world to be somebody else's problem. Okay, so I'm taking those 2 planner tabs and I put glue on back of both of them, and now I am squeezing them together. And I am making a nice firm little planner tab because it's got 2 pieces of cardstock glued together. Oop. And just to make sure that it like dries flat, I'm going to put something a little bit heavy on top of it. I don't think that is going to work. So I'm going to put it underneath my notebook. Same thing here. I take 2 of my tabs. This tab is the one with the pattern, and that one has the little one for the title. And then I'm going to flip them over so they're face down, and I'm going to put glue on their backs. And then I'm going to glue them back to back like so. So now they're nice and sturdy. And then what I do with my tabs, like here's an example. This is my new master notebook, and I love adding these tabs so much. So here's a single punch. It's just a straight up piece of scrapbook paper that I punched with my tabs. So it's got a pattern on this side and pattern on that side, and all I did was glue it to the top of my book. And then I have the same thing here. It's just the back and front there. But this one is the type of tab that when you sit there and glue it with this ultra strong glue, it's really a super strong kind of tab. It's the kind that you could put like on the edge of your planner and stuff like that. So I can decide like whatever I'm going to write on it, and then I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, so I'm not using the side that has the white rectangle. Oh, actually, you know what? I will. Let me show you first what I do. So I'm not using this for like organizing. I'm just doing it to, I'm just deciding. Here, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this white rectangle space, instead of writing out like I'm not making a divider. I'm not using it for that. I just want to use it for decorating. I'm just going to take a word strip, and I'm going to put it in that little white space. Like that. And then now I have it together. So now it'll have a pattern on both sides of it. So in this case, I'm gluing the very bottom part of this and I'm aligning it at the top of the page, pressing it down. And then just for fun, because I love my tiny attacher, I'm going to add the little detail of the staple too, which I don't know if you can see very well. It's right there. It's teeny tiny. So that's just a fun way of just adding a fun little embellishment to the top of your page and making sure that it's got a design on the back too. So when you flip it to this side, it's still super cute. So that's the fun thing that these little tabs can do. Terry, I don't. And the reason why I never do that ever, even when I make dividers, is because I love the idea of being able to pull this off if I want to. Usually I do a lot of tabs with my dividers. And even though I have that in my planner, which just a second, let me show you. This is the only planner I'm taking with me on the road, you guys. I have boxed up all of the others, and this is the only one. So I can show you. These are the same type of little planner tabs that I use with this. So in this case, I took my little tab. I did the same thing where it's double-sided. So you can see on the back it's double-sided. I glued the front of the little hang on one second. I'm just going to show you really quick. So I glued the front of the little shoulders, just like I showed you a minute ago. And then I press it to the back, just like I did here. See, like that? And then I would punch it with the little tiny attacher like I did here. I always put there. So one of the things I love about this is it means that I can easily take this off still, even if it's like, even though I glued this, I can still take this off. I can remove the staple and then pull this off and replace it with another one. That's why I never, ever, ever glue things this way and that way, because it makes it so much harder. Plus, I love how clean the page is when you just have it on the back of the divider like that. So this was my original self-care planner before Camp Reset and all of that started. This is what I made for myself, and you can see just based on the topics that this is like what you see in Camp Reset now. So it was my way of kind of trying to help myself with self-care, and now I just created a whole camp for it. So my one planner, my only A5 planner that's going to be going with me is my is this one. So the rest are going to stay behind. So this is the little fun trick you can do with those tabs, is just add them for like a fun embellishment. And I do too, Megan. That's why this is such a fun little thing to have, is because you can have that little staple detail, you know, and it's, I don't know, it's just really sweet. I love it. So that's what's super fun about these tabs. It gives you so many, many options to make just an extra little, you could put a little reminder up there. I know. And you can add it for like doing scrapbook, like memory keeping. You can add them for your, to your Bible, like all over your Bible. Especially the one with these would be great for Bible journaling, because you could put the scripture up there that you want to use it for. And you don't have to put it on both sides of the page, just the back of it, and that way you can always take it away. Making it double-sided means that both sides of your tab is pretty. Like, I don't want to look at a bunch of blank white tabs on the back. So that's what I love about gluing them back to back. And the other thing is, when you glue them back to back, you don't even have to use like matching designs. They could be totally different, because it doesn't matter if that's going to be on the back of your... Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate what I mean. Like, these are just two totally different. And I just got glue on my on my Bible. I'm a super like lazy crafter, you guys. I think that you've seen that by now. I don't measure things. I just sort of eyeball everything, and who knows where it turns up, or it's just like I'm just throwing it on there. So so adding it to, say, like your Bible, I have it double-sided like this. I'm going to put the white front up here because I would want to write like a scripture on here. And I will demonstrate that with my Professor Chicky. Let me see. Maybe I'll do it on this page if I can. Yeah, actually I'll do it on this page because I want to show that I have this little tip-in right here. So I'm going to do... I'm just going to write down the scripture for my tip-in, and then I'm going to put it, so on this one I'm putting it on the very back, right here. Just right here at the bottom where it's going to grip the top of the page. And then there. So now it's kind of like a little reminder, hey, you have a tip in there. And then when you flip it over, it's a different design, and who cares, because it's still a cute little design, right? So I was actually considering these little notes are all like 10 years old. I was really considering replacing them with the cute tabs that I make now. Part of me wants to. Part of me looks at this as history, you know, like 10 years ago. This was 10 years ago, Corey, who didn't know anything about planner tabs then, that did all this. And there I wrote on a lot of them. So I'm like, should I replace those with the cute tabs? I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I think that I feel like in order to embrace crafting and really enjoy it, I feel like I cannot sit there and make a big deal about everything being perfect. And I'd rather just be lazy about stuff than be overcomplicate things and have everything perfect and be so anxious about it being perfect that I don't even enjoy it anymore. And so I feel like, for me at least, and I'm not saying this is true of everyone, but I feel like by just accepting the fact that I'm just going to be a lazy crafter, I'm just not going to invest that much of my time into making it perfect. I enjoy everything so much more that way. Now, if I make a gift for someone, I'm making something for somebody, I feel like I make more effort. Mr. Crafty and I were talking about how fun it could be for me to make planner dividers, like just make sets of planner dividers, because I really love making them, and then I could sell them on eBay. You know, just be like, here's some planner dividers, you know, and just let people bid on these sets of dividers. But I was like, I'd really have to be honest and tell people these are not going to be perfect. If you love perfect, everything has to be just like it was professionally manufactured. That's not how I craft. You're going to have unevenness. That is just how it is. So I thought that was kind of funny that I had to be honest with myself about that. And this is the type of glue. It's made by Ranger. Whoop whoop. So I'm thinking at some point in this fall, when I have a little bit more downtime, I think I'm just gonna make some dividers that are like really cute and the way I like to do them, and just put them up on eBay and see what happens. Because I don't know that I want to set a price and tell people what I think they should be. I'd rather just see what happens, I guess. And I think that would be a good way for me to be able to raise some money too for some things I want to do to help other people. That I could like use what I enjoy doing anyway, and then be able to help somebody with the funds that I raise. So I'm thinking that's what I might do at some point. So this is a noisy punch. It's definitely not my quieter punches. So there's my tabs. I have my tags. I have some tags cut out. And then, woo. Okay, I have scissors. I have all kinds of stuff. And then, what are you guys doing? Tell me what everyone else is doing. Are you guys making dinner? Am I with you while you're making dinner? Are you punching? Are you cutting? Are you prepping a paper punch buffet? What are your guys' thoughts about having, like, at this time of the month that, like, I can show you guys, like, here's the new collection, and then, like, just to have this fun little session where we're just sort of prepping our goodies for the following month? Because I think that this part is really fun to take care of up front, and then you have, like, the whole month to just grab stuff and craft, you know, during. So would this be fun to do once a month, is just kind of sit here and, Bessie, I'm sorry that I'm not more entertaining, sweetie. So some of you are writing postcards for the swap, watching the ball game and me at the same time. Just got into bed. Jackie says she's so tired. Me too. I have been super tired today. I'm starting to think, I'm not starting to think, I actually do think that I have sleep apnea. I think that I just don't sleep well anymore. Even though it feels like I slept, I didn't really sleep. I like the idea of having a crafting session because I don't like to feel like I'm sitting here going, buy all this stuff, you guys. I want to feel like it's like, look at the fun stuff we made and then let's have fun together. Does that make sense? I'm just, I don't know. I feel awkward about that part of business, you know, is like, well, I have to pay bills. So it's like, I have to show you stuff that we made, but I just don't like feeling like that's all I've done. So it's nice to have the little part where we're kind of just hanging out together. And I just thought it would be fun to actually prep some stuff because like I said, this is getting back in the crafting saddle again. I thought it would be fun to actually have some of this stuff to work with during the month, especially for Late Night Crafty Club. I think using the Crafty Club kit is going to be really fun because it's just like, you know, what's everyone going to do with their kit? Miss Kelly, are you on the are you on here with me right now? Oh, that was delicious. How fun are these? And they just like punch out so nicely. Kristen, that is the girl, you just named it. That's it. Thank you. Okay, it's called Show and Play. Because show and tell is not the same thing, is it? Show and Play. That is the perfect name. So, okay, next time you guys hear me talk about the next collection, which is going to be, it's all fall. And Kelly is the queen of fall. She loves fall so much, so I can't wait to see what she makes for us. But I'm going to be talking about the show and play we're going to do with that kit. So, excellent job, Kristen. Okay, a round of applause for naming that new little show. And then I think we are going to talk about having the, what was it, Crafternoon? A Crafternoon session, which I wish I was that brilliant and came up with it, but I am sorry I missed who actually said that earlier. All fall, show and play. It's gonna be amazing. I was telling Kelly, it's really funny because what I see a lot in the community is it feels like a lot of you girls really like you like to seasonally decorate. A lot of people are very literal. They like love fall. They want to see pumpkins and leaves and all that in their planner. And I am the opposite. I feel like I don't like literal decorating. I like subtlety. So I don't tend to be very seasonal when I do. But Kelly is like that. She's a very seasonal girl and she likes the more literal stuff. So I think that she's going to have a lot of fun with this. And I feel like you guys are going to really appreciate what she comes up with. Because I think I don't have that. I don't think I'm like that. But that's what's kind of fun because there's so many different, styles and things that we all like. We're all very, we have different tastes and different things we're into. I know that it's so true. What I personally see with the crafting community, like the planner community, is that most people are the opposite of me. So that makes it hard for me because I'm like, well, how am I going to show them stuff? Because that's not how I like to. I don't like to decorate that way. You're not going to open my planner and see a bunch of pumpkins and fall leaves in my planner. I've never been like that. Now, maybe I'll do it with color. Like, to me, this is a very fall palette, so you might see fall colors. But I'm always about vintage. I just like things that look old and vintagey. So I'm a creature of habit, I noticed. I don't really switch myself up. So that can get kind of hard. I'm kind of like a one-trick pony that way. So we'll see what happens, but I'm excited for Kelly to make this collection, because it's sort of like I get to be like you guys, where I get to be like, ooh, what did you make? I don't have to do any of the coming up with them and directing it and all the stuff I used to do. Now I can be like you guys and just kind of sit back and see what happens. What is the Reset Girl coming out with next? How? Okay, so I punched her. These are fun. I'm in love. These are from the these are the honey lovin' bundle. Uh-oh, the lyrics from Afternoon Delight are now officially in the chat room. Which, when that song came out and we were like little kids and had no idea what that song was about. Okay. Here's my girls. So, yes, Corey, the sound of the scissors cutting. Personally, I think the way the scissors sound on the sticker paper is even more delicious than regular paper. And also, if you guys really like, for something of this style, these type of scissors are really perfect. I love these and I'll love them forever. But for smaller detailed things, nice fussy cut scissors, like for really small detail, are more comfortable and they're easier to get in there and get more of the detail. So if you don't have a pair of these, I would really recommend that you get them. These are Cutter Bee scissors. They really are fabulous. And with fussy cutting, there's a little trick to it. It's almost like you're not cutting around like this. It's like you're turning the paper into your scissors. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're kind of keeping the scissors more stable and you're turning the paper into them. So, good night, Cindy. Good night, all the girls who are going to bed. It is probably 10:30 on the East Coast. You girls are getting your beauty rest. So there's one of my little honeys all cut out. She's so cute. Fussy cutting is also therapeutic, you guys. It's easy. You could throw on some pretty music like this. Just imagine when we're in winter camp. Picture yourself with like a little fire in the fireplace. Even if you don't have a fireplace. I don't have a fireplace. But just picture yourself like you have one. Sitting in front of the fire. You got your little fall smell candle burning. You got your little hot cocoa or apple cider. And then you're just sitting here fussy cutting. It's soothing. Cindy, it is 11:30 where you are. Where are you right now? Because that is an interesting time zone. Unless you are talking about you're in Australia, perhaps, and it's tomorrow. Like, where would you be 4 hours ahead of me? It must not be. I'm so curious now. Winter camp, Natalie says. Can't wait. Girl, me and you both. I've been kind of nervous, though. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to come up with? I keep raising the bar, and then it's like, well, how do you keep that bar high? I don't want to disappoint anybody. It's a lot of pressure. You see what I'm doing? See how my scissors are kind of like in one place and I'm turning the paper? That is one of the little fun tricks about fussy cutting, and it's just, I love it. Is you're just kind of turning the paper around every little corner. I'm not saying it's like the whole time, but the majority of the time. Cutting the little white space between her legs. This is Rhonda right here. She actually... Is that Rhonda? No, this isn't Rhonda, but she looks like her. Our cover model, Rhonda, who's on, she's one of the magazine covers with the pink pantsuit. This looks a lot like her sister. But she has little glasses on, and she is so stinking cute. My camera desperately wants to focus. There it is. Yay, there she is. See her cute little glasses? Oh, Kesia says, we need a camp curfew. Awkward. I missed Corey's joke. Okay, so, Kristen says extreme fussy cutting needs to be an event. Okay, you guys, so I have a plan. So one night we'll have like a punch party, and then we'll have an extreme fussy cut party. And we'll just sit here like little old ladies, right? You know, the little old ladies that like to sit and knit and talk. Like they used to do, what do they call those? Like a knitting circle. We'll have like a little fussy cut circle. I have always loved, I didn't always know the name, like what crafters called it, fussy cutting, which is kind of a cute name to me. But I've always loved this type of paper crafting, is just the cutting out of something. Hello, Mr. Crafty.
Well, hello.
What do I owe your
this
company
iPad,
to?
this iPad won't stay on for you to where you can see more.
I definitely think that iPad is kind of
more messages.
Is about to be kind of fired. It quits all the time. It does that to me.
We'll see what this one does. What the Android does. Well, Android.
Ooh, okay. We got a little showdown going here, ladies. We have an Android tablet that's going up against our iPad, our new iPad, which has failed the mission several times now. It just shuts itself off while the chat room is going, and I can't see what all your.
Even though I told it never to shut off.
Yep. So, now I have the tablet going. So let's see. Crafting X Games. There's no fussing in the fussy cut circle, Natalie says. Okay, I need to write that down. See, it always starts with the list. So I have show and play, the fussy cut circle. Because I have to have cute names, guys. I can't just say, oh, we're just going to get together and cut stuff. That doesn't sound cute, does it? Challenge accepted, Android, Angela says. Well, I'm not impressed with the iPad, that it could just keep quitting on me like that. He has to come in here and keep turning it on. Like it quits. So they've had knitting circles, quilting circles, sewing circles. You guys are all familiar with that, right? I always thought that was so cute. And I thought that's what I would call the afternoon session, was some kind of like crafty circle. But I do really like the crafternoon. So a live crafternoon. So if I just called it crafternoon as an example, then we would all be in on the joke, right? Rhonda, it is a brand new iPad. So it's like a brand spanking new. We were, yeah, so you guys are all in this chat room too, right? You are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, because I'm looking at I was looking at the iPad just like you guys are, but mine keeps shutting itself off, even though Mr. Crafty set it to never shut itself off. And it just quits. I'm done. I don't want to show you any more comments. So that's kind of lame. I'm even going to cut out some of these little hexagons. I'm in a cutty mood right now. It's great. Megan Gonzalez, you're so cute. Thank you so much. That's such an awesome compliment. Especially coming, you know, to a little introvert who spends all my time thinking my thoughts all to myself. And then I turn the camera on and who knows how sometimes I hear myself talk and I just go, oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. So thank you for calling it awesomeness when I call it dorkiness. Okay, you guys, I'm in love. This fussy cutting is just delicious. And I'm telling you, for these like tiny detailed kind of things, these are great scissors. They have like their own perfect little feel that's very similar to the same kind of like yumminess that you get from these in paper, which promise me, you guys, if you do not own a pair of these particular scissors, which we have on the favorites list, that you get yourself one this year. They are not expensive. They're like $10 or $11. These are great for like the all-purpose kind of cutting, but the fussy cutting, the precision scissors are so wonderful. I actually had another pair, the Tim Holtz, and they're like the burgundy handle, and you kind of put your whole hand in them, and then the blades are really short. I don't have those with me. I think those got put into storage, but I also don't think that I was super impressed with them or something, because they didn't make it with me. So we're just cutting. I'm cutting honeys. We're just having a little cutting circle right now. Oop. These are fun. It's been a long time since I cut out little honeys. The Get Along Gang cartoon. Does anyone remember the Get Along Gang? I don't remember them. They're not ringing a bell for me. Yes, these are the rose gold, and then there is gold. So now you can really tell the difference. These are Fatima, Fatima. And I have purchased let's see, how many pairs have I purchased? I have purchased over 100 pairs of this scissor, because I've oftentimes I might include them like in a workshop kit as like a gift, or just like because the kit, like the event's like a special event, so they're kind of something I love to give out. I think at one point we were even selling them for a little bit, but these are my favorite brand. I cannot speak. Just because they're gold scissors does not mean that they are these gold scissors. So do not be fooled by impersonators. These are Fatima brand. What makes them special is that these are not paper cutting scissors, they're tailoring scissors. So they're meant for fabric, and that's actually how I saw them the first time. I kept seeing designers use them on Project Runway, which I am obsessed with that show. I'm like well, I won't call myself a super fan, because I've seen super fans and I don't think I'm that fanny, but they often had these gold scissors, so I was like desperate to track them down one day, and then one day they showed up in a little stationery store. So I did some research and tracked them down, and they happened to sell some of their scissors on Amazon. So they are wonderful, but there's a rose gold version and then the Goldie Gold, and I have them both, and I just keep both pairs and I just grab them as needed. They are pretty loud though when I set them down. I always can hear them go ka-chunk. Yes, they feel amazing. They're incredible scissors, and it's a crime if you are a paper crafter that does not own a pair of them. They're just wonderful. They just feel so darn delicious. You know what I need right now? I feel like I need a little, hang on. I'm going to make myself. Have you guys ever, I remember how like in the early days of watching Rachel Ray, I don't know if she still does this, but on her early show, she always had this bowl that she'd put all of her scraps into as she was cooking, like the onion skins and the leaves of things, and she'd always say that's her scrap bowl. So I was like, I need a scrap bowl too for all my literal scraps I have here. So I'm going to stick that up there. Oh, Jackie says cover your glue stick. Yeah, I'm terrible. I always leave those exposed. Always. I'm a very irresponsible crafter. Well, you guys have seen it. There was a whole setting things on fire session. Okay. So I got myself some honeys, and I got like a little flashcard. I started there. Okay, I'll put my glue stick away. I've started packing up the RV, and it's kind of weird. because I'm making sure all the stuff is all surrounding me. So everything in my craft space, like I can literally reach it with just reaching over the way, because it's such a small space. And I think that's wonderful. Personally, I love the fact that I can reach all my craft implements and things all, you know, so easily. So don't covet the big crafting rooms. I mean, there's something to be, they're awesome. There's something to be said for them. But also, if you're just like in a more limited space, try to be appreciative of how nice it is and how convenient it can be to just kind of have like everything around you, you know. It's really lovely. So I've been really being crafty, so there's been all this like craft stuff very neatly organized all over my desktop. So now that we're going to be, you know, getting ready to leave, I need to make sure all of it has a home, because I told Mr. Crafty that even when we're driving somewhere, even when it might take us like 6 days to get to Texas, if I feel like, you know, if we have good coverage and I want to do like an impromptu little craft session, or if I want to just sit down and make something, you know, I want to be able to just easily access all my things. I don't want things binned up and packed away. I want them still able to reach for. So that's my goal. I'm super happy that that's what's going to happen this time. No more hidden craft supplies that I never reach for. It's going to be all around me, and I'm going to be my most crafty I've been, I think, ever. So that part I'm looking forward to. Now I have you guys to craft with. Good night, Miss Natalie. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you, Miss Corey with the K. I have my back window, you know, wide open, and I'm sitting here with all my lights on in the RV, so like all my mom's neighbors can see me sitting here crafting with the camera. I'm sure that looks a little odd. Okay, it is 7:48, so I'm gonna this has been a lot longer than I had thought I would do this for. So at 8 o'clock my time, I'm gonna sign off. If you have jumped on, good night, Miss Corey with a K. Good night, Miss Ruth. If you guys have kind of jumped on a little bit later in the show, then you weren't here at the beginning, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I have given the Happy Place Club a complete makeover, and it is now the Reset Girls Crafty Club. So I wrote an entirely new guidebook for the group. I explained what the focus of the group is going to be. I explained what challenges we're going to do in that group, that we have a new kit for the group. So I laid all of that out for you. If you guys are have not been by the club lately because you've been busy camping, I totally understand. But hey, check it out. Read what we're going to be doing. We're going to be focused on a new little challenge. Camp Reset comes to an end on September 8th. So we will have lots of campers coming back into the group and kind of being more active in there, and we will have a whole new purpose and new focus, and it's going to be fun. And I am prepping for it right now. I'm getting all of my fun stuff. And Cheris, I love that you love the focus, that you read the guidelines. One of the new things I've mentioned in there is that I'm asking people, you know, if you're sharing projects in the group, I'm asking that your project kind of focus, and I'm not saying entirely at all. I'm saying that can you show how you're using some of the TRG products? That would be wonderful and appreciated. And part of our new kind of focus is that we're doing kind of fun stuff like this. It doesn't mean that you can't use other people's things and you can't show other people's things in your project. I'm just saying, hey, include some of my stuff too. So, good night, Miss Veronica. I'm glad you were able to join, and I'm so glad you were able to join too, Kristen, and that you were here. This is it's always nice to see all the little faces show up in the group. You guys are very consistent shower-uppers. I love that. Good night, Miss Bessie. And Chera says that she's excited for, you know, everything happening after camp. It'll be a nice transition. And that is exactly what I am hoping for. That all the momentum of all the fun and the kind of like a little bit more of that structure that you guys that had in camp, those of you who have been doing Camp Reset, that will kind of carry back over to the Crafty Club. And we will start being more focused on getting our Crafty on, because ladies, this is a really good thing to think about, is that creativity and nurturing your creativity is definitely a part of self-care. And you and I, all of us, we all have a calling. We have a creative calling and love for creativity. It's why we're all in this community. It's why we all found each other in the planner community, because this is stuff that we all enjoy. So by using that as a bigger focus in the group, it helps nurture that gift in all of us and keeps us kind of like accountable, that we don't drift off too far into getting lazy and not kind of reaching for our supplies. And with the new challenges that we have, we don't have any reasons not to, because now we have some prompts to kind of get us excited. So if you have not gone into our store and downloaded the free bingo card, I would do that tonight, tomorrow, as soon as possible, so you're all ready for kicking that off on the 1st. We're going to be doing, this month, we're going to be doing the bingo challenge, which is part of the Crafty Club kit. Normally, we're going to do it this month for free and give you guys a chance to see what it is like to do it, and that it's normally a part of the Crafty Club kit and helps you use the kit. That is its little purpose. So I am gonna, I love these girls. I have not had little tiny honeys like this in a long time, that like were more of the fussy cut style, because I know I have like a sheet or two of them left somewhere. I have a lot of honeys in my life. Oh my gosh, this simple thing of adding like a little tray or box or bowl for you to throw your scraps in is so nice. Craft accountability, Miss Kim says. That is exactly what it is. It's very easy to drift away and kind of like start binging on Netflix and, you know, hanging out with your non-crafty friends instead of your crafty ones. And before long, you've fallen off the craft wagon and you're just not even crafting at all. You're just laying in a pile of unused washi. So we don't want that to happen to you. Crafty friends do not let crafty friends fall off the wagon. We do not let ourselves give up on our little creative gifts. and you get better at things and in crafting, any kind of, you know, crafting really, with practice, with consistent use. And Kristen, you've been crafting up a storm during camp. That is awesome to hear. And that's exactly what I'm hoping. I want that little craft machine to crank up in the Crafty Club, because now we all know what we're there for. Angela. Angela, my forever smart aleck friend. I'm actually going to write down that comment. No crafter left behind. Do I have the courage to actually use that quote? Okay, so I did a whole sheet of the honeys, you guys. I'm so proud of myself right now. Usually, I mean, a lot of times I literally will print something out and never do anything with it. So I am really excited that I am sitting here doing this. Why? Because I made myself accountable by saying, hey, you guys want to have a craft session afterwards? Just hang out with me. And now I have been productive. And now I have girls to decorate with in my little tray. So when you guys see my videos, you know, later this month or whenever, you will see me reaching for little honey bits and paper punches and all that good stuff. Good night, Miss Betsy. And I am looking forward to seeing you at the Wonderfully Made workshop. That is wonderful. Be able to give you a hug in person. And Jill, I am really happy to hear that this has uplifted you, made you happy. This community is a wonderful one. I am very, very, very blessed to have you girls part of it. It is definitely ebbed. It is kind of evolved over time, and I think that this is like the best it's ever been, ever. Because I think the people that are part of it now that show up for these live, I think you guys totally get it. You're starting to see like what's so lovely about this is that you are becoming more friends, and we're all kind of getting inspired, because I was not being crafty before, so it made the Late Night Crafty Club very hard for me. I was very much struggling for like the last, I don't know, year, I would say, of doing them, because I just didn't feel like inspired by anything. And so I felt like I was always kind of having to come up with something instead of it just being like a natural thing I'm already doing. Like I'm naturally wanting to sit here and do this. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I got to punch a bunch of stuff. I'd love to be able to just turn my camera on and go, hey guys, you want to punch with me? And when I do that, that means that you guys get a chance to connect with each other and start talking, and we can joke around while we are doing our little life. It's like opening up a little window in each other's lives, and we can kind of like, oh my gosh, you guys, it just reminded me of that song. Oh, say, oh, playmate, come out and play with me. That's our new theme song for the Crafty Club. I need to get the lyrics to that little song. Slide down my rainbow into my cellar door. Good night, Miss Suzanne. And Jackie, I agree. The spirit of our reset community is really wonderful. See, I just switched over to these scissors for this, and it does not feel the same for this little tiny stuff. There is definitely a difference when you use the smaller ones for tiny cutting. Good night, Miss Carla. And bring your scissors 3. Okay, I have to write that one down too. You guys are just on a roll tonight. I got all kinds of funny stuff. Crystal says, I'm always around. Let's have a punch party anytime. And bring your scissors 3. Okay. Lee just commented that how you are looking for that ticket punch. I'm kind of the opinion that I'm thinking about reaching out to EK Success and asking them, what's up with that ticket punch? Because they have a different ticket punch that they came out with, and I am hoping that is not a replacement punch, because it's awful. I do not like it at all. I don't think it's a very efficient punch. It's one of those punches that has 3 different shapes built into it instead of just one single one. And it's awful. I used it and I don't like it. And I feel like I'd almost cry some Crafty tears if I found out that that's their new replacement punch. But I don't know. I think we're just kind of guessing right now, all the stuff. Cobra, I'm so glad to hear. I think that's a day early too, because I think you said it was scheduled to go out on Tuesday. I remember that comment you made. So you got your ticket punch. It's really cute. It would be a serious crime if they were to be like, no, we like the other punch better. Because I would ask them, what do you use this punch for, and do you actually use it? How in the world could you make the decision that that's a better punch than the one we like, which is the single? Wow, you ordered it July 30th. Holy smokes. Well, I hope it was worth the wait. I think it makes the perfect ticket size. But I will say this, for those of you who are just really not lucking out with that. I'm trying to see where... Oh, that's right. I put them away in my little file box. Okay, I'm just going to show you something. I demonstrated this before, but just in case, because I know not everyone sees all the stuff I do, I'm just going to, I'm looking at this last one right here. I'm just going to show you, like, what I do is cut it out like a rectangle. Like so. And then you can do one of two things. Either you can just cut it by hand, and I notice when I cut it by hand, it does leave a teeny tiny little bit of white. Like I can never really quite get that little white part out without kind of making my ticket wonky. So then I use my single hole punch as a corner rounder, and I just cut those little white tips off. So yes, it is not as simple as just punching with your single thing, but it is possible to cut them by hand. Not as much fun. I can totally agree. But I think I'm gonna do a bit of investigating at some point and find out just what is up with those punches. Why are they so hard to find? And we did not know that. We had no idea. Like when Mark found the punch himself, I believe, and I loved it. Like it was love at first sight. So we just jumped in and said, "Oh, let's do the prompts with this punch." And it never occurred to us that maybe that punch has been around for 10 years and they're about to discontinue it. So we don't know. We just have we're just curious. Why is this punch so hard to find? Like of all the different punches that we recommend, this one is like so exclusive. So I think it's just possibly asking that question of EK Success, if I can get a hold of them, is tell me like what's up with this thing. You don't understand my people. So I'm cutting girls. I got lost in thought there for a second. You just saw an introvert moment. I forgot. Oh yeah, I have the camera rolling. Is it 8 o'clock? Oh, it's past 8 o'clock. Girls. All right. So, today is Monday. So for those of you who are at Camp Reset right now, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time is when the souvenir kit is going to debut. You will find the link to access said kit on the dashboard. It will say it'll say shop Camp Reset store. That is where it will appear. You'll click on that and it will take you to the souvenir kit on Wednesday. I did post in the group about it today, so there's a photo of it and all of the details are in the group. Wednesday, I will also be having at 4 p.m. PST, I will be having our camp chat. So I will see you on Wednesday for another live session. For those of you not at camp, I did announce that I'm going to be having a international friendly live crafting session for the UK and Australian girls. I think UK is probably fast asleep right now and they're not hearing a single word I'm saying. But that will be going on October 13th and 14th. And then I'm going to be scheduling a crafternoon session for us, all of us. I will be scheduling that very shortly. I have to look at the calendar and decide like what time of the day, what day makes the most sense. I'm leaning towards September 10th right now. So I'm going to be updating the events calendar with all the new information. I am sending everybody on my mail list, those of you who signed up for the Reset Girl Insider, you guys will be getting all the new information about kits, all the stuff I covered in tonight, the showing all the kits, all of that stuff. There'll be that will go out. If you're in the Faithful Life Club, the challenge prompts are now up in the store that you can grab, and anything else I can think of. I think that's it for now. Good night, Kesia. So it was a wonderful Monday, and thank you guys for showing up. I'm so glad that so many of you joined me. Many people have gone on to go to sleep and gone on about their day, but I appreciated how many of you showed up, just like it was a regular crafty night session. So that's good to know that that's how many of you are interested in events like this. So I love your little faces as always. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. If you're in Camp Reset, I'll see you on Wednesday, 5 p.m. PST. But be blessed, all of you guys. Take care of yourselves. Self-care, wherever you are, be self-caring actively and keep your crafty on, okay? If you haven't been in the Happy Place Club today, go check it out because it is now the Reset Girls Crafty Club, which you are all automatically a member of. And we're all going to be getting crafty, okay? Love you, girls. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite either, Crystal. Good night, Angela. Good night, Kim. Good night, Jackie. Good night, Chati. Good night, Cheryl. Good night, Michelle. Good night, Jan. Good night, Lee. Bye, Nita. Good night, Tracy. Good night, Dee. Good night, Sherry. Good night, good night, good night.
So blow him a kiss when it's my cue to click finish.
Mwah!